Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to this show of Unveiled where we play D&D on the internet and have a grand old time. We're just going to do some introductions and then we'll do a recap and then we'll play some D&D and it'll be a good time. Uh, what order should we go on today? Do we just do the same thing we do every week, or do I just like tell Chris to go?
That's up to you, Dungeon Master Andy.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I play a centaur named Tilvius.
Hell yeah. Hi, Amador.
Hi, Andy. I am Amador. I play games. I do that most of the time. Today I am Argyle Bullywomp. I am a frog or a grung, if you want to be literal and technical and all those things. Back to you, Andy.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Am I not muted? Cool, I'm not muted. First time for everything.
All right.
I'm proud of you.
I play our lovely half-orc, Mr. Rusati Tea Leaf, and the sky is blue except for tonight. Apparently, there is a magnetic storm going on, and you can see the aurora borealis from here. So,
That's a win. Hi, Juice.
Hi, Dungeon Daddy.
Nope.
I'm
Nope.
wow.
No.
I'm your
Wow.
I'm your little
Wow.
sub player. You do what you want with me. I play Cirrus, the Dragonborn.
Wow.
You just do what you want.
Oh, I'll give you something.
Cover me and burn me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted. I'll put it down for your preferences.
Yeah.
Hi, Emily.
You had me till burn me.
Hello. I am Gerda, a rat human with a proclivity to be disgusting.
Like everyone from New York.
Checks out. I am Dakota or Shiro. I'll be DMing this game of Unveiled, set in the homebrew world of Aristhea. Last time we were here, we talked to the guild. We met a guild master who flew off as a Dargan. We inspected a house, found a secret room in said house. Went through the city, found the mansion, invaded a mansion at night, just straight up broke into that bitch. Just very, very evil players. Totally unfounded. Yeah, we're really just out here. We were missing a Gerda who disappeared and went on an adventure with Kevin. And we may or may not see them tonight. We'll find out. We'll find out. Yeah. So we pick up with our party here. Has just gotten through the window back into the room where they fought the dog before, and it is dark and quiet.
Sylvius, do you want me to cast Ice Knife? Because I will. Like, right here.
At what?
I don't know. I just have this urge to do it. Like,
No,
I haven't
no,
done it for a while.
I think we're fine, Rusati. I think we're fine.
Are you sure?
You, I think, saw more of this mansion than anyone.
I mean,
Do you have any idea where we could possibly find some way to get down to a basement, a hypothetical basement at this point?
DM, would I, in my wizardy ways, know how to get to the basement?
You didn't see anything that led down. You saw plenty of stairs that led up, but you saw no stairs that led down.
So I quietly recant all of the upstairs that I saw. There has to be downstairs somewhere. I just don't know where.
We're just assuming that at this point, but let's go with our assumption. Cirrus, I wish Kevin were here. He'd make a great scout.
Yeah. I wonder where Kevin is.
Good question.
Where are we?
In a room inside of the mansion that
We're in the room where we originally discovered the three-headed dog in
Yeah,
that was torn to shit.
Count
Okay.
Vadir's mansion. But the room is
Got it.
still pretty messed
Oh
up.
yeah, was that the one that was like dead and like?
So we've
Well, we killed it.
we've gone back to the mansion.
correct.
A bunch
Yeah.
of stuff happened in between, which I definitely remember.
We totally remember.
All of that.
Spider
Uh-huh.
Centaur, correct.
And we've come back to the mansion on the goal of
Because a dragon told us he wants us to find out what Vadir is up to.
A bronze dragon.
the
Yes.
bronze dragon. Yes. Okay. And Vadir is like doing something. Is like
Sinister.
something
Vadir
with like
mustache.
bringing, like making body golems and like three-headed dogs
Yeah.
and all kinds
Vadir
of.
wants to make an army of
So,
Chimera.
We snuck in through. How did we get in?
A window.
Well,
that we
in the
cracked.
previous time we were here, Yari had propped open a window discreetly, and so we just climbed in through that window.
All right. Presuming that there's probably at least one or more people here that we have to be avoiding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. Got ya. Are we on the first? What floor are we on?
First
You were on
floor.
the first floor.
There is. We know there's an upstairs. We're trying to find out if there is a downstairs where he could be hiding an army of
Gotcha.
dog
What room are we in?
the room where we discovered the three-headed dog originally. That
Oh, I
we
thought that
found
was
and Yari
upstairs.
killed.
Was that not an upstairs room? Okay. Okay.
So
If I had an entrance to a secret basement, I would put it in the kitchen. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do feel that way.
okay. Do we
Secret
want,
basement rooms are always in the kitchen. Because, like, what if it's a wine cellar?
Anybody that is keeping a lookout can roll me a perception check.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure.
I love rolling dice and perceiving.
Perseverance.
16.
8.
On your 16, as you're kind of looking out, you look back out the window, and you swear in the distance you see like this small glow, this like glitter outside past the fence in the distance.
Serious? Is that Kevin?
What? Is what, Kevin?
I point out the window at the twinkly.
I don't. Does Kevin have sparkles?
Kevin does have sparkles, yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little far to see sparkles at this point, but
Can
It's a
Kevin
glow.
face step?
A glow. Kevin glows.
Kevin does glow. Just a little bit.
That actually could be Kevin. Is he close enough to do like telepathic communication? I don't know what the rules are for that.
It's 100 feet, I think. I can't
100
remember.
feet. Pretty sure. I think it's
Okay, 100
Probably.
feet.
You could probably manage it, yeah.
I send
Stick your head out the window.
a telepathic message. Kevin, is that you?
You hear back very disgruntled twinkling.
It is Kevin. Totally, Kevin. Did you bring Gerta with you?
Affirmative twinkling.
Oh, okay. Kevin, be very sneaky. I don't know how you found us, but good job. I will give you your favorite treat, which is grapes, I remember. And just don't get caught. We're in the window.
You don't get a response to that, and we will cut to Kevin and Gerda. Gerda, you are standing right outside of just a large, I think we said it was 12 feet tall last time, a 12-foot tall iron, like metal fence in front of you. In the distance, you see the large mansion that you were at the other day. And next to you is the twinkling form of Kevin, who you've spent the last 3 or 4 hours with, wreaking havoc and destruction across the city.
Jesus, Kevin.
Who, me? All right. Well, Kevin, we should probably get in here. So, how about I might transform into a little rat and we squiggle through these gates and saunter up to the window?
All you get is what you have come to understand as affirmative twinkling,
He
and
loves it.
if
I mean, Kevin can also just be invisible, which
it's true,
I think
Kevin's
if he
fine.
want-
Kevin doesn't need to be worried about stealthing.
I just told him to stealth. Does he not obey me? Like,
No,
no.
like he is not concerned. He doesn't think he's gonna fuck up the stealthing portion.
okay.
If I need to be stealthier, I could be a spider. Do we think a rat's stealthy enough?
I think a rat is stealthy enough.
Rat, yeah. That's my natural form.
Any sort of not Gerda is probably
Rat.
stealthy enough.
Boom. She is a rat now, and she skulks and scuttles. And Kevin twinkles beside her and just highlights the mites that are still in her fur as she transforms.
There's this as you kind of
Ew.
like push
No,
her
it's
way
classy,
towards-
Juice.
It's classy.
Is it?
She's twinkling in starlight. It's just the mites that are twinkling. All right, grow up.
There's this like momentary pause. Kevin has had a night, and if you could convey a deep sigh with twinkling, he does his best.
I mean, he's
as-
done that many times. He is an expert at that.
He does. He does sigh a lot.
Well-versed.
But he does follow invisibly behind Gerda as you both race across. One of the patrols comes around, but yeah, does not spot you or does not care about a small animal scurrying in the grass as you make your way towards the window.
I wouldn't say she scurries. I would say she scuttles, which is
More like a crab.
Beautiful.
yeah, just there's no intention, much less suspicious, right?
Crabs are never suspicious.
No. Okay, so here's a question. If we are trying to find the basement, right? Not the top floor.
I don't think you know that at this
You-
point.
Oh,
you
I'm
do
just
not.
trying to find our homies, right?
Currently, you are right outside. There's a window about. You're still a rat. So this window's about 4 feet up in the air, and you are just staring up at a window.
Okay, so here's another question. I've just scuttled up.
Mhm.
So, how suspicious is it going to be if I break this glass? Is that too much?
The window is open. If that helps.
Oh, yeah. This little rat skulks up in, Kevin by her side.
I'm gonna make an athletics check for your rat. This is just a thing that we're doing. I want to see if a rat can climb.
She can. Don't you worry. Oh yeah, Shiro's rolling for me because I forgot my cheese dice tonight. Sorry, guys.
What the hell stats do a rat have?
Roll like a 0.
I rolled a 6 on the dice.
Kitty.
Oh, no.
Ooh, Kitty's licking his lips. Just kidding.
Gerda can transform to a spider if need be to crawl up the wall.
That
But
would take your other wild shape charge.
Yeah, that would use up all your wild shapes for the.
yeah, but how often do I wild shape? Once?
Oh.
It's been twice. Our entire
Okay.
campaign.
Rats do not have
I'm
a
a
climbing
tabaxi.
speed,
Ooh.
and they have a -4 to strength.
Oh,
So
shit.
on a 2 on the dice, I'm gonna say that the DC was probably only like a 5, to climb up this high. But with a 2 on the dice, you start to scuttle your way up, and the paving on this house, as it's made of like a lot of stone, does not give a lot of grip for you to claw into as you kind of slide back down and are unable to gain purchase.
All right. Is it still my turn?
Yeah, there's no turn. We're not in initiative or anything.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm just gonna transform back into my little rat self and barrel roll into the window.
Barrel rolling into the window.
Through the
unannounced.
frame, not into the window. I'm gonna do like a tuck and roll. You know what
Beautiful, beautiful. Is a Gerda.
MI6
as-
James
as
Bond
Gerda-
rat style.
Lands
Yeah.
back in the room, and Kevin appears visible next to Cirrus.
I mean? Yeah.
Jesus Christos.
Gerda, good to have you back.
Thank you so much.
Kevin, where have you been?
Kevin just gestures towards Gerda.
We told Kevin to find Gerda. He succeeded.
It's a very upset gesture.
No,
I
he's
would
happy.
even.
He's fine.
I would give Kevin bonus
Kevin
points
gives
for bringing him.
a negative to that statement.
I
Okay.
hope you didn't get up.
Yari,
to
why don't you
anything
explain what we're
bad.
doing here?
Yari? You mean the character who isn't playing tonight?
She's here in the room with
Son
us.
of a bitch. Yeah, Yari will say, well, we're here on guild business, looking for what this Vadir is up to.
Specifically, we're looking for a basement, hopefully, where he might be hiding an army of stitched together wolf dog monsters.
Gross.
Horrors beyond one's imagination, I would say.
Like the one in the bag of holding we have right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's still in there.
Is it a whole body or is it just a head? What do you have in there?
No, we put the whole body in the bag
It-
of holding.
If it fits through the hole, it fits in the bag.
If it fits, it sits.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Well, it can't really sit anymore, but you know.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. I
Do we
start
wanna-
casing the edges of the room and
Yeah.
just kind of the next little few spaces to see if I can find a hidden doorway or a doorway that leads down.
Yeah, roll investigation.
You got it.
While Rosati is doing
Also roll
that,
stealth.
I would like to roll a stealth, maybe to peek through the door, see if there's anybody passing by, making rounds, just so that while we're in here doing our thing, we're covered, at least on one end.
Okay,
Yeah, go for it.
so the investigation was a dirty 20. The stealth was a 14.
Okay, what was the investigation? I'm sorry.
A dirty 20 and a 14.
Oh fuck. Okay, and you were just investigating this room, or are you investigating outside?
Like the room, and then maybe like just a little bit in the local area of where we are, not like going through the whole entire house. Just trying to
Okay.
take the next room or two and just check shit out.
Okay. As you're kind of like looking around this room, you don't find much in here. As you're kind of picking through this really quickly, you get the vibe that this has been cleaned out. Everything was damaged and it's been cleaned, right? All the debris has been pulled away. As you kind of like head out into the hallway, and first Argyle kind of sticks his head out to look,
16 on
Sticks
the,
his-
by the way.
sticks his head back in. You don't see anything.
It's all
You know-
clear.
You don't catch anybody. So
Hey, Papito, thank you.
on Argyle's all clear, you kind of skulk your way out into the hallway, trying to like stick to the wall, really like arms up on the wall, moving your way across. On your dirty 20, you will find a couple more doorways that lead into other like adjoining rooms down this hallway. There are those stairs that lead back up to the second level. And as you're kind of like going through, you do catch that something about the stairway is odd. It's very long. Like the stairway itself is longer than it necessarily needs to be.
Is there something underneath the stairs? Like a double stairway?
Not that you can see from where you are.
Argyle, come here.
Get okay. And I kind of clip, 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 clip.
Hey, there's something really weird about these steps. Do you think you could maybe like poke around a little bit over here on this backside and see if we can't find a second set of steps?
I can see what I do. Investigation.
Yeah.
Ooh. Investigation. That is a 21.
Okay. On a 21, you head around to the other side of the stairs, and you're looking to see if maybe there's something here that leads down, because that's what you're looking for, right?
Mhm.
There's no obvious opening here. It doesn't look like it opens up. You're kind of like feeling around, seeing if there's anything hidden here, and you don't catch anything on the back. Unfortunate. As you're kind of like going back around, heading back to the room, you also feel the side. Then it almost feels like your hand goes from touching wood to some type of like metal or hollow underneath as you're kind of feeling it out. It almost feels as if like this space in the middle on the side of the stairs is hollow.
I'm gonna kind of silently point, and then can I also do a little tap just to kind of hear?
Yeah, as you kind of tap, it sounds hollow. It sounds like there's something behind this, some type of open area.
Compadre, I think I found something over here.
I will quietly make my way over there.
Yeah, you'll get the same type of thing where this appears to
Muted
be.
Gerda, that's what I was trying to say.
Can one of us might attempt to hack through it with a weapon, like perhaps a bone scimitar?
Well, we want to keep quiet, Gerda. We want to keep quiet.
Oh, okay. Never
It's
mind.
okay. It's cool. It's totally cool. We're just.
I was
This is
whispering when I said that.
Yeah.
This is a stealth.
Stage whisper. Got it.
I actually signed it.
Rat signing. I love it.
Okay.
I will come up behind Rusati and Argyle and say, I've already picked one invisible door today. Do you want me to give a go on this one?
You know, I am always here for you to pick things. So why don't you give it your best shot?
Yeah, I'm right next to you, and I give guidance to Tilvius.
All right. Can I do a perception check to see if I can figure out
Yes,
what this is?
You 100% can.
15 plus, what is my perception? Plus 4, 19.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say on a 19, as you're kind of looking at this, you're looking at it. You've had some recent experience with hidden doors, and you're like, it makes sense as you're kind of like slowly tapping around, trying to be as quiet as you can. It would make sense that there would be a door in this general rectangular area. You're not sure where a doorknob would be or like an opening, but you're fairly certain that this is a door.
I don't know how it opens, but yeah, this is definitely a door.
If you're feeling like there's no handle, there's no knob, there's no push button, there's no nothing.
I have a question. I don't really understand how druid craft works. Can that like do something to this where like it like you know? I don't really know how it works. I've never used it before.
If
I'm
there were
just-
flowers around, you could make them bloom.
Okay, so I cannot like warp wood in a doorway. It has to be like a living creature, not a dead thing.
Yeah, Druidcraft is pretty limited. It's just
Okay.
kind of showy.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
just-
it's
yeah.
a very like
Presentive.
showy thing.
It's a very creative thing, though. If you
Oh
you
yeah.
read it and get to know it, you can definitely use
Yeah.
it in very creative ways.
Okay, just not this one.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's not gonna help you like break open the wall, right?
Stealthily, copy. Or I mean at all, but like my scimitar wouldn't either stealthily. So
True.
okay, thank you. Sorry, just
You're good.
learning.
Hmm. Mm,
What do we do? Should we blow it up?
Probably not.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Gerda seems pretty excited about that, but
I know.
The Gerda love explosion.
I don't have anything to get through walls or doors. Also, unless we rested between the last session, I have no spells.
you should have one. We rested during the last session.
Argyle
I think
and
we
I
had a
are
short
both.
rest.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Argyle and I both are like herbalists and alchemists, right? Can I not either of us not just create some sort of acid to just melt through this and create some sort of passageway large enough for a centaur?
I don't know. Can you?
You might be able to melt
asking
the
you.
block.
I
Yeah.
have.
don't-
I don't have anything like that. ATM.
Well, I don't. I'm so new to this. I don't actually know like what I would need or how it works. That's why I'm asking. Like, is this something I can do? It's
You would
something I have-
probably need time to brew, and you would need the supplies to brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible, but we would have to literally craft it prior to this, and we didn't big brain and do it before then.
You were muted, Tony.
So we don't have a door handle or anything that we can feel.
Can I just push it?
As you're kind of like you guys are tapping on it, and with how high your investigation checks were,
I
will
have
say
an idea.
I will say
Yep.
that it almost feels like there's something here, and then somebody had built on top of whatever this doorway was.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Because there's almost a layer of wood that is the staircase now over the top of something.
Oh.
Okay, but we're looking at a doorway?
You're looking at a wall.
Yeah,
This
looking
part
at
of
a
the
wall
stairway that you have
where-
discovered is something
Oh.
behind it that would make sense to be a doorway.
Yeah,
It would make sense, but we are
You
assuming it's a doorway.
You intuited it, yes.
yeah.
We don't. I will. Have we done some looking to see if we could find a keyhole or a
Yeah, we
lever?
haven't been able to
secret
find
lever?
anything.
It's like a boarded up mine shaft opening. Think of it like kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to break through the wood. Can spiders see in the dark?
I think so. Not actually sure.
How small can your spider get?
That's what I'm thinking here. If I made like a little hole through the wood instead of like ripping a whole board off.
Dark vision 30 feet.
Yes, spiders can see in the dark.
DM, I would like to use a spell creatively.
Yeah, what you got?
So the wood before us on this wall, would you say it's like old Ironsides, like thick and tough, or like more like cheaper, less dense material?
In your trips through this city, full of affluence and grandeur, you have seen very extravagant things. This is somewhere in the middle of extremely extravagant and shoddy. Right?
All right. So here is my.
I will also say that it looks like the preference here is that it looks good, not so much that it is as sturdy as could be.
I'm gonna turn to everybody. I'm gonna say, I have a plan. Gerda, Can you make yourself into something teeny tiny, say maybe like a spider?
I sure can, and I actually have a dark vision of 60 feet, which
I
I'm
mean, that's awesome. So
Oh.
here's my plan. Here's my Tilvius. Here's my plan. I am going to try to use one of my spells creatively. You might want to stand back a little bit. This could get a little interesting. But I'm going to try to make a hole in the wall right here, a very small hole. And then we're going to put Gerda inside so she can crawl around and look behind here, and maybe we can see what's back here so that we don't rip boards down for nothing and make noise.
Okay,
Does that sound okay to all of you?
I will back up a ways and keep watch.
Could I get guidance maybe? I don't know that I'll need it, but I might. Anybody?
I give you a little.
Tap. Okay. So DM,
Mhm.
I would like to attempt to fuse two spells together. If I could.
Yeah,
And
what do you?
This is what I'd like to do.
It's exciting.
So I would like to try to meld Ray of Frost and Ice Knife and just create an ice knife off of my finger that I can push through the wall as it's forming. So like it'll be a spike going through the wall and just making a hole and then going away. I just
Okay.
want it to be, yay big.
Okay. Two things. What do your spell slots look like right now?
I have 2 firsts and 1 second open and all my cantrips.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. 19.
Okay. On a 19, what I will say is that you inherently understand how your spells work. You understand what you have to say and the energies you have to channel and what you have to pull from, right? To make this happen, or to make those two spells happen. And you think that you can merge these together by taking longer and putting more effort into the spell cast. On a 19, I will say it will take a second level spell slot to do what you're trying to do.
All right. Done. I make a hole for Gerda to go explore.
Yeah. So you put your finger kind of right up next to this wall here, and you spell out your words, and it takes you significantly longer. You're kind of stumbling through the verbal components here as you're casting these spells, and out comes this little beam that is solidified. Your normal ray of frost is almost like a slurry. This is solidified ice as it impacts and drills through. And you watch as it impacts the wall, it shatters just slightly as an ice knife would, and you hear that click, 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 click as the ice falls to the ground. But a hole appears in the wall, about the size of your finger.
All right, Gerda. It's your time to shine.
Gerda transforms into a spider, and I already said scuttles, but I feel like spiders kind of scuttle, so she gonna scuttle through this hole, and her dark vision is 60 feet, so she sees whatever's there, DM, which
Yeah.
is
So worth noting as well that when you transform into animals, it does replace like your characteristics. So you will have the spider's dark vision here, but that service is perfectly fine. What you see inside as you kind of scurry through is this very old, dusty room that looks untouched. You're kind of looking around and you are expecting to find stairs down or like some type of gothic hidden entrance here. That was kind of the goal. That's not what you see. Instead, you see incredibly old covered paintings and mirrors, and there's a chandelier and like jewelry sitting on tables, and everything is just dusty as if it's been untouched for years.
I know normally I have an advantage for smell perception as a rat human. Do I still have that when I'm in spider form?
No.
Well, shit.
But as you do kind of look around, you will see like a handle on the inside of this door. Though if you were to, well, you're a spider, you can't touch it. Never mind. But it does. You do see a door from where you are that heads back to the other side.
All right. Is there any sort of locking mechanism on it?
You see a knob.
And that is it.
That's all.
There is no lock. There is no keyhole. There is no nothing.
You don't see one. You don't see like a large like square that would hold a lock or
If
like a padlock or anything.
Tapping on it with my pincers, is there any sort of sound difference? Is there any perceptible way I can see that there is a lock?
You kind of climb up this door and onto the knob, and you kind of click on it. You don't feel anything. It gives you like a metallic little clang as you hit your Calicera.
It sounds like any door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Gerda going to turn back into rat human and just very quietly and gently slide the thing and open the door.
So as you reach down for this knob and you try to like turn it, it just kind of slides with you. There's no real response from the door. But if you try to push, you'll feel a little give, just a little bit. And then you'll feel it hit something.
So the door just doesn't open either way. And now I can't transform back into a spider.
Oh no.
Perfect.
Well, you on the other side of the door, you all will hear something hitting the wood.
Hitting the wood facade that there's a hole in. So there's a door trying to open into the wood.
Mm-hmm.
Bad door. Bad.
Can they hear this?
They can now.
We would hear the clunking a little bit, yeah.
Gerda pukes into an inner pocket of her cloak in anxiety.
Oh.
No, it's cute. Quit being weird about it.
Yeah, it's super cute when you puke into your pockets.
Delicate.
Fortunately, you're not there to see it.
It's you hear it through the keyhole.
Through the little hole in the door and the wall.
I think Gerda just puked in her pockets.
It's more like a dainty that.
It's very dainty.
Okay, so they hear this trying to open. Are they like gonna attempt to do anything, or am I just left to figure this out by myself? Where's Kevin? He can telepathically communicate, right?
To me.
With Cirrus.
Yeah. So is Kevin? Can he twinkle through this?
I don't know. Is it big enough?
I don't think it's
Kevin
big
to get
enough
through?
for Kevin.
About an inch in diameter.
Well,
No, he's bigger than that. And he can't transform. He's not. He doesn't have that ability.
give me 1 second.
Celsius, can we get this?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Can we get this? Can we get these boards out of here? Do you hear that? It sounds like a door or something. How are we going to get these boards out of here? I wish I had a distraction now.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. So can anybody like whisper some advice for this keyhole, or am I just left to hack this down with a scimitar? Because
Well,
I
you've
don't
got the
think
door
that's-
on your side. We've got the wooden facade on our side that we need to get rid of in order for the door.
DM, if I touch the floor, is there any space between the floor and the boards where I could get a finger?
Trying to finger the door.
Odds or evens?
That's odd.
Yeah, there's a little bit of room underneath this. You're kind of like looking at it. The workmanship here isn't perfect. So yeah, there's a little bit of a give underneath.
I take out one of my daggers from my pack, and I start working. I take my fingers underneath there, and I take a dagger and kind of try to find where there's a seam between two boards, if there is one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use kind of like a lever action where I go in behind this, wherever I assume a nail or something like that would be, and I'm trying to like quietly do that whole press and pull. You know when you take a claw hammer and you like pull the nail out?
Yeah.
How it's not really very loud unless you snap something. That's the move I'm going for, but just in reverse.
Roll a stealth check.
Sure, I can totally do that. Hey, I didn't use that guidance a while ago. Can I use it now?
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. Hey, yeah, we're gonna need that. Okay, that's a whopping 2. That's gonna be another 14.
Yeah, I'll say that you manage it, and you don't hear like a large creak or a bang or anything as you're going through it. So you think you're being stealthy.
I worked my magic.
Yeah. So what is it you're exactly trying to do here?
Well, remove a board at a time so I can see through to whatever the hell is banging behind here, because I'm assuming it's a door or something of that nature.
Yeah. You kind of start from the bottom as you're kind of removing each board of this wood here. You pull it out and out, and then eventually you do see like the frame of a door butting forward, hitting this wooden facade.
Gerda, shh, hold on a minute. We're trying to get in there. Great. You
It
just
is a-
keep doing what you're doing.
It is at this point, as Druzadi's working, Tilvius on watch and Argyle, I assume, you both will hear footsteps coming down.
Oh.
That could be a problem. I'm in no shape to fight.
Is there a room nearby that we could quickly pile into?
You're still relatively close to the room that you came into. On
Oh.
the other side of the stairs, there is also a room that you haven't been into with a closed door.
With a very hushed whisper, I tell Gerda to be quiet. Someone's coming.
Can we like Scooby Doo like twinkle toes across the hall into the room?
Yeah,
Hide
you
behind-
definitely can. So you're
Yeah.
going back into this like drawing room that was there that was destroyed from before?
Yeah.
I mean, we're hiding. We want to hide.
Yeah. You guys can make stealth checks for sure.
Okay. I was muted. Oh no. Oh, okay. That's a dirty 20 for me.
13 for me.
It's pretty sneaky for a centaur. Let's put that in perspective real quick.
Fuck this dice. That is another 14.
I got a 9.
Oh, that's not very good.
That's not very good.
Once again, you all do an immaculate job of getting into the room. You very quietly manage to close the door without any loud noises. And as you're kind of sitting there, you watch as Sirius is about to press his head up against the wall to see if he can hear on the other side. The size of Sirius's head is not going to work well on this one. He's about to like jam his snout into the door, and fortunately we have some experience with Sirius and stealth, and you manage to kind of help angle him to not do that.
Like that.
Step,
Like that.
step,
It's good. It's
step,
good.
Step. From the other side of the door. Step. Gerda, somebody's walking by the door.
Kind of like smell if they have a bad intention.
Roll insight at disadvantage.
You got to roll for me.
Oh, I'll roll insight at disadvantage.
I like the idea of insight based on smell.
Yeah,
she
that's
loves
kind
to
of
snarf.
what the fuck is Gerda's plus to insight?
It's +7. Her insight is +7.
Fuck. Okay, that's a 10
That's
and a 15 on the
amazing.
dice. So that's a 17 on your
Wow.
insight to smell through a fucking hole in a wall.
Oh, she
Yeah.
sniffs.
So as
This
you're
He
rat
sniffs one.
snarfs.
kind of like sniffing,
Snarfing.
you really manage to angle in and aim like where this smell is, and as you're taking a sniff, you smell sweat and that like stench of exhaustion after a long day, you know? Like
Ooh,
somebody's been
so
up too long.
somebody
Um,
easy to kill. Sorry, what were you saying?
and,
Oh,
and
boy.
just some tiredness from the other side.
So I get the backstory here. Is everyone in the house bad? Are we trying to kill everybody, or
No,
we don't know?
not as far as we know.
Should I
Just
take
a-
a chance and just bust through this door and murder this motherfucker, or is that gonna fuck up the party? What do we
He's
think?
a simple house worker. Please don't. Please don't.
Oh no, we're not gonna try and kill the help.
He just probably works here. He's just doing his job. Poor guy.
This is not an abandoned mansion. This is a fully working mansion that we just broke into.
Yes, yeah, we
Yeah.
broke.
That's why
we
it's
are breaking
odd
the law.
that you are in a room full of dusty paintings that haven't been touched.
Okay. Well, shit. Can I snarf anywhere else in the room to find any other opening?
Yeah, you totally can make a perception or investigation check as the steps get farther away.
Are any of the paintings of an old no, not old. No, yes, an old Englishman
Who knows?
named
Those have got dark
named
side.
Dorian.
So I think you can probably answer it, can't you?
Many
Dorian
of
Gray?
the paintings have a cover over them.
I could rip him off if I need to.
You could.
I'm not
This could
a
be-
spider
Could be
anymore.
how we killed the
Gerda,
mansion guy.
right? He just turns to a skeleton because he sees his age. All right. Well, Gerda's just gonna rip all the things off the paintings. Just
Okay. The
be
first painting that you rip something off of, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
My wisdom's 18. You got my message before this, right? My wisdom's 18 now, not 16.
Just your saving throw is what I need. I don't know. I don't
Right.
remember if druids have proficiency.
I don't understand.
I'm pretty sure they do.
What is a wisdom saving throw? It's 20
Oh,
plus
you're
5.
fucking fine. It's a nat 20. As you kind of rip this painting off, what you see on the other side is a person. They look humanoid in appearance, but they have these like two long curled horns, and it's not a tiefling. You've seen tieflings before. They look vaguely humanoid with longer, like raven colored hair and two very large horns coming out of their head. And as you're looking into it, you feel them stare back at you.
Can I eat the painting?
You could try. As it stares back at you, it almost feels like something's trying to get into your head. But you manage to close it off. And now, as the covering is off of this painting and you're kind of moving, you swear the eyes of this thing are following you.
Can I just rip it off the wall and put it face down on the floor?
It's not on a wall, it's on like an easel standing up. So
All
yeah,
right.
you can.
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound. What's the vibe coming out of this thing? Does it feel good, or
It
does
just
it
tried to get in your fucking head.
Yeah,
So it
but
ain't
like
good.
that. Okay, so it ain't good. All right, we're gonna attempt to eat it first off and just kill it. And if that does not work, we're just gonna lift it off the hook and we're just gonna face it on the ground and then maybe step on it and possibly vomit on it.
Okay, we're going to attempt to eat it.
Yes, that's our first choice. Ingest it. What?
No, this is great. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck happens. Okay.
She loves eating her volumes.
So you go to eat this thing and you kind of like pick it up and you go to take a bite out of it, and it's very like chewy and tough, and it's hard to get through because it's not like this isn't like just a fabric, right? There's a lot of like metals and wood put into the frame of this painting.
And magic.
Yeah, and magic.
Blech.
As you kind of do, and you go to bite into it. We're gonna make another saving throw.
Of what?
Wisdom.
So that's my 20 plus 5.
So it's gonna be 5 plus proficiency, which I think you guys have 3 to proficiency right now. 2.
No, we're only level 4, so it's still only 2.
Well,
So that's going to be an 18 on your saving throw, which will succeed as you kind of like bite through, and you manage to tear off like a small chunk, but it takes you a significant amount of gnawing and like biting through, and you
these
feel
teeth
that
are
same
for gnawing.
as you're gnawing, you feel that same presence. I will tell you, you can continue to attempt to bite this, but things seem to be happening when you do.
She spits it out and then vomits on top of it.
Beautiful. We put the painting face down on the floor and you vomit on top of it.
Okay, and that's the only one that I ripped off?
That is the only one you ripped off so
Well,
far.
it doesn't sound very confident for ripping the rest off. So, can I snarf around and try and sniff any other possible exit to this room?
Yeah, you totally can. Roll me perception or investigation. One of the two.
No,
We
you
have to
won't.
do that.
It's an 11 on the dice. Which one you want?
I
I
don't
think your
understand.
perception's higher.
Yeah.
What?
I
What?
would say perception.
Just tell me what your bonus is to your stat.
Perception and investigate. Perception is a +7, and investigation is only +1. So we do perception.
Okay.
Yep.
So an
Okay.
18. On an 18, as you're kind of like sniffing around and going through this room, you see the door that leads in. You're looking around. You see the stairs that lead down, that kind of slant in this room. You imagine that's where the stairs go. You go to the other side that kind of like juts out, and you're looking through. You don't see another way out of the room, but the wall here on the other side is much thinner than it is on the far side. Like there isn't a wooden wall on the other side there, because the stairs have wood on the one side.
Uh-huh.
The other side does not seem to have that. It appears to be just a normal plaster wall.
What are the other walls?
Wood and plaster. So the far wall that you just came from is plaster, and then you're in kind of like a box of wood on the other end.
So there's one wall that is thinner than the rest?
That isn't made of wood.
It is plaster. Well, I'm trying to be stealthy. I don't know. I do have an acid arrow, and I feel like that would be quiet, right? Because it's acid. Isn't it?
Oh, casting acid arrow.
Can't I? And that's one of
Yeah.
my. I'm a circle of the swamp, so it's not going to take one of my spell slots. I should just be able to.
It will take a spell slot. It's just that you always have it prepared. You don't have to
Correct.
worry about preparing it.
All right. Well, I mean, what do you guys think? Should I just maybe do that? And just melt
Nobody
through
is
the wall?
there but you.
Yep.
So I can't ask anybody's opinion.
Not right now.
And I don't want to melt the other door because that hacking man servant is skulking about. Okay. Well,
In situations like this, you got to ask yourself, what would Gerda do?
she's probably just gonna, I don't know, hack up an owl pellet of a dead animal and then just melt through the wall with acid, I think.
Beautiful. So we stick out and we cast acid arrow on this thinner wall of plaster, and as you kind of cast it towards the top, you watch as the acid hits and melts down, making this about 2 feet wide little hole that you can kind of skip through. And as you do, you look inside and you see what approximates to a dining room. There's like a large table in the center, a bunch of chairs surrounding it.
Oh my God. Juice
There's a
was
whole
right.
house within this house.
What?
There's a whole house inside this house. How is this possible?
Okay.
Well, this might be part of the actual house.
Is it covered in dust?
No. This one appears to be
It is used.
refined. Yes.
All right. And is this on the same floor?
Yeah.
Everything
You can
else
go
is
up
on?
or down.
Okay. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to use my fat rat ears to listen if people are coming, and I'm just going to squiggle through and try and find the rest of the gang.
Yeah, I'll say everybody else kind of gives it some time as they as they're like waiting for this guy to pass. They open back up the door, peek out, nobody's there. They head back. Rosati starts undoing the planks again, and as you're all kind of like keeping lookout as Rosati's working, Gerda comes from around the corner as you guys hear a door open in the next hallway over. And then as you guys are freaking out about this door opening, you see Gerda round the corner towards you.
Well, that is the turn of events.
Where did you come from?
Where did you go?
Let me tell you, Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Joe.
I went in the room and I couldn't as a spider, and I could not come back. So I shot me a little acid arrow, and then I went into this classy, well-used dining room, and then I came through and found y'all. So I think maybe we should come back the way that I came. I mean, just a suggestion, into that unused room with these hideously magical paintings that are impossible to ingest, and maybe we try to find a way to work through the floor quietly, demurely, silently. What do y'all think?
That was a lot of words.
Sure.
Sorry,
Yes.
so
Yes.
loquacious.
No.
We're very
it
much
is-
in the open here. Let us go to your quiet space. Take it
I
away.
whispered that.
Take it away. Love to go to the quiet space.
You all kind of follow Gerda back through the next hallway over and back through the still open door, silently shutting it behind you into this like nice longer dining room with kind of pictures on the side, and then you see a melted hole in the wall that leads into
As
that
one does.
same that leads into that same like small room with a bunch of like dusty paintings and jewelry and mugs and things on the table and like a chandelier hanging from the ceiling, everything kind of covered.
And the rotten paintings on the floor.
Yeah, and a painting on the floor that has vomit on it.
What
A
is
demure
that?
amount.
I can't believe Sirius was right. There's a secret room in the kitchen.
Well, the dining room, but close enough.
Dining room adjacent.
Shall
Where's
we?
the young gang?
Shall we check this place over?
Sure.
I start looking at shit too.
Okay. Do you take the coverings off of anything?
I sure do.
Okay. So do you go straight up to just another painting and pull the covering off of it?
Yes. A Rusati, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Please make me a wisdom saving throw. Actually, no. This would be a charisma saving throw.
That's not going to go well. Thank God I rolled well. Hold on. Where we at? Charisma, you say?
Yeah.
That's going to be 18 on the die for a 19 total.
Okay, so you will save. As you pull the painting off of this, you see what approximates to like some undersea area. You see like seaweed rising up. You see the sun bleeding through the water here. And then you see this massive sea cucumber type creature with tentacles coming off of it as it's just swimming in the ocean in this painting. And you're stricken with the urge to go to the ocean. You manage to shake it out of your head, but that urge to just jump in the ocean is there.
There is something not okay with this painting. Gerda, did you have issues with the other painting that you puked on the floor over there?
Yeah, it was disgusting, and I'm happy to take my scimitar and just slice this shit really quick if you want. It's made of
You
bone.
know, that might
it.
be cool.
It's already done.
Yeah, you cut it up.
Great.
Little bit of
Perfect.
puke to top it off.
You know what? That's beautiful. I love that so much. I'm gonna put the cover back on the painting.
Yeah. As Gerda does cut up the other painting, there's almost like a hissing noise, and then it dies out.
Oh. Oh boy. Okay.
What the hell is going on in this house?
Who?
I am
Without the little
so fucking
freaky.
confused at the moment. What about the other? How many more paintings are there?
There are 6 other ones that you have not uncovered in this room.
Should we just like kill them all, or should we try and focus on another way out?
It just depends on what.
There is, so let me describe everything in this room for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's like a chandelier hanging from the top that doesn't appear to be lit up or anything or have candles in it at all, but it appears to be rather old. There are what were originally 6 easels sitting around the room, all with paintings on them, all covered. And then to one side, there's a small little circular table with a little chest on it that looks like it could be opened, a small pitcher behind that, and a candle stand with no candle in it.
I'm going to look in the picture. Is there any liquid in it?
There is not. It's very dusty and coated in cobwebs.
How about the box?
You got a lockpicking set, don't you, Tobias?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to
Also,
Before you do that, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
I can't see.
Okay. We give it a little... You can't see. It's fucking dark in this bitch.
We could have fixed that.
You cast Detect Magic.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Someone
You're-
hold my hand.
What kind of crazy shit do we get in here?
So you're going to see enchantment and illusion on all of the paintings. They will come off with a lot of that. Everything else that you're looking at doesn't give off magic. The chest does not. The small little chest about yay big does not give off magic.
Okay. And if I spin around the room, is there anything else in here that throws off magic within 30 feet of me?
Not in this room. I will say you get the approximation. Actually, hold up.
Holding.
Holding.
Just a second. I just need to know what type of. Okay. I will say that as you're kind of looking around, you are becoming more adept at seeing like the strings of magic through things, right? Above you on the upper floor, a little bit towards the edge of what you can see in your detect magic, you feel the pull of conjuration.
Oh, that's interesting.
But that's it. That's all you get.
Okay, guys, real quick, just to throw it out there, we could just rip all the paintings down and throw them in the middle of the room, and I can use Moonbeam, and we'll just disintegrate them. What?
Let's not use any magic. We might need it for later.
I agree with Dilius.
Let me check this chest
then
first.
just forget it.
I'm gonna check the chest for traps, conventional traps.
Okay, so how are you checking this for traps?
You know, the same way any rogue checks any chest for traps.
Okay, so you're kind of coming up to it, doing like a little inspection, and then like trying to feel it out.
Looking in through the keyhole, you know.
Yeah. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh, a 19 on the die, plus 4, so 23.
Okay, that's really good. And I will tell you, as you kind of get up close to this chest and you're taking a look at it, it doesn't. You don't get any traps, but there is like kind of a latch over the top with a lock on it. And as you're kind of peering through the lock, you don't. It's dark, but you don't see a locking mechanism. There's nothing inside this lock. It's almost like it's flat on the inside. Like there's nothing inside of the lock.
Oh, so I'm gonna take out my dagger and press it into the top of the chest.
As you take out a dagger and go to press it into the top of the chest kind of rears back.
I thought so.
The action of it's a small chest. The chest kind of rears back and
it's a
attempts to
fucking
eat
mimic.
the dagger. It's just kind of snapping at the dagger with this mouth full of teeth. There we go.
Well, guys, it's a mimic. It's a tiny mimic.
It
What?
doesn't seem to be assaulting you. It's just trying to eat the dagger.
Wait, can we have a
I-
pet mimic?
Can we get this in the bag of holding?
Absolutely, we can.
Hold up.
Open it.
Can we? I don't think you could stick living creatures in the bag of holding, right?
mean,
Yes,
does
you
it breathe air?
can.
Does it
You
breathe air?
can, but it might
Oh.
suffocate.
Or we could just kill it.
Does a mimic have to breathe?
Do mimics need air?
I was about to look that up. I can't look that up. I'm not the DM. DM, what's the answer to that?
What if
You
we just
don't know.
killed it?
Damn it.
Kill it.
Can I roll a knowledge to see if I do?
You definitely can.
Thank you.
DC is going to be like 20 something.
Can I give him help with this?
Can I also give myself...
Maybe I have a book.
You just kill it.
What do you know about monstrosities? Did you do a lot of reading on monstrosities?
I mean, I did a lot of reading on a lot of things.
I'll give myself guidance too.
There you go. Come on, Daddy.
Yeah! Ooh, maybe? 23! Oh, wait, it's at advantage, huh? See if I can get higher. Nope, 23 is the best.
Okay. On a 23, you're not sure if a mimic requires air. But you have a feeling that most living creatures don't do well when removed from their plane of existence.
But I really want a mimic pet.
Let's just kill it.
I would recommend not putting it in the bag, but
Well, it doesn't
I'm
seem
not
to be
against it.
doesn't seem to be hurting anything right here.
It's still
But
trying to
this
eat the
is
dagger.
weird. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that.
Well, think about it this way. If it doesn't survive, it is not our problem. It is in the bag of holding dead, right? We don't have to use combat to kill it.
Well, I don't want to kill it for no reason. It's not hurting anything.
I do.
If you pull the dagger away from it, it will go back to just being a small chest.
Yeah, let's just leave it alone.
If you reach your
Leave it
hand
alone.
towards it, does it?
It'll snap at the hand.
Okay.
And then once you take the hand away, it will go back to being a small chest.
You could try binding its mouth close.
I would have to touch it.
Sure.
So what the hell is going on with this house? Why is all this stuff in this mansion?
I don't know.
This has nothing to
This is
do
crazy.
with
Well, if you remember, he
with
was trying to create some
chimera
weird
dogs.
fucking dog army shit. So this doesn't surprise me all that much.
Yeah, but we don't
I sense
This is not what I
conjuration.
expected to find in this house.
So Tilvius, there's conjuration above
Totally
us, like
unrelated.
right
It's
here,
beautiful.
and that might have something to do with maybe what we're looking for. Maybe.
Hey, can we fit one of these paintings in the bag of holding?
Yes.
Don't think the opening for the bag of holding is big enough to fit a painting in it.
Un momento, por favor. Muchas
Oh
gracias.
yeah.
2 feet diameter.
I don't think it's big enough. They're
Yeah.
relatively large paintings.
We can cut out the
Shoot.
canvas and slip it inside.
Yeah.
I'm not touching it though.
Yeah. Do you want to pull the painting out to look at it again?
No, I don't.
I can't even see. So it's just a frog in the middle of the room with the bag of holding open.
You can close that now.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'll put one of my dancing lights at a very low torchlight level above
Okie dokie.
Argyle.
Ah, my eyes.
Very low torchlight.
It's still adjusting.
I think what we're looking for might be above us. Like I see there's conjuration magics like right through here. All through here. DM, do I notice is it like a lengthy portion above me or like a tiny small concentrated area?
Right now, all you're getting is like the pang of it through the walls, right? You're not actively looking at the magic. You feel like there could be conjuration that away.
Would I be able to suss out the magnitude of that? Like
It's
Odd.
nothing you've ever cast before. So you're not 100% sure on the magnitude. It doesn't feel like the deafening amount of magic that some things have, like the field that was in the caverns below, doesn't feel like that.
I don't know how we're gonna get to it, but it's right there.
But let's just go upstairs.
Cool. There was somebody outside walking around.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a
Gone?
bit.
Well, if we're gonna go, we should probably go like right now.
I agree. You want to dispel the lights just so it's easier to
Yeah.
hide.
Foomp.
All right. Well, I guess we're going upstairs.
So nothing.
Take our rat
nothing
with
else.
us.
Nothing else in this room. We're leaving the paintings. We're leaving the little chest.
Well, I want to take a painting with us, and I want to take that chest with us. All right. What do I have in my inventory that could possibly be useful here? I have rope. Can I try to tie the mimic up so that
You-
it can't bite anything?
100% can. To do that, you are going to have to get close to the mimic.
What if we try to feed it?
Oh,
Do we have rations? Meat?
I have jerky that I made on my journey here. I will dangle some jerky above it.
Please make me an animal handling check.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on, Sylvius.
+2.
Come on.
I only have +2 on that, but let's see.
Fine.
You're gonna
I
be
rolled
a
12,
mom.
so 14.
On a 14, you kind of dangle the jerky out, and there's this pause as nothing happens. And then you dangle it a little bit closer, and a little bit closer, and then the mouth opens up and chomps down on the jerky. And then it's just sitting there chewing for a second, giving you the opportunity to attempt to tie up a chest.
I will attempt to tie it up.
Tally
Yeah,
ho, Governor.
Just give me a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, yeah, I'm good at that. Sleight of hand. I have a +5. And I rolled a nat 20.
Hey, that's the
Jesus
best job I've
fucking
ever fucking
Christ.
seen. Yeah, DM,
Jesus
let's go.
Fucking Christ.
Let's
Okay,
go.
You dangle. Beautiful. You dangle this jerky out in front of the chest, and it reaches up and it chomps down on it. And as you're coming into, like, it feels the rope go around it the first time, and it starts to thrash. But you are incredibly quick and deft at wrapping the rope around and then just very quickly tying a knot away from the mouth, that its mouth is jammed shut and it is unable to open up and gnaw at the rope surrounding it. You have a small chest mimic bound in rope.
I will quickly clear out one of my saddlebags by moving it into another saddlebag and jam the mimic in there.
Okay.
I
All right.
love D&D so much.
Awesome. Dope. Random fucking room. Good job, team.
Let me make a note of that.
I've got a mimic in my saddlebag. I'm rolling stealth and heading out and around. I guess.
Me too.
Me too.
God damn, that's pretty good.
And I imagine Rosati's leading the way towards this magic signature, right?
That's at
Yeah.
18 for me, DM.
Okay. Anybody moving that is trying to move stealthily, please roll stealth.
I'm gonna do it with. Actually, I'm gonna give Tilvius guidance.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
You have to roll for me.
Yeah, Gerda got like a 16, I think.
With guidance, I get 17. Thank you.
You're very much welcome.
Not
All
a
of
bad
you
average.
very silently moving through the hallways, up the stairs. You hear footsteps coming from one of the directions as you're kind of scurrying up the stairs, but you manage to evade anything that could have to do with them. As you're kind of following along, heading down this hallway past a bunch of doors looking for this magic signature, eventually you feel it through the door at the end of the hallway. It's kind of dead center at the end of the hallway here. If you had to guess, you're kind of thinking about it, given that Rosati's relatively smart. You're kind of thinking about where this is. This is probably like the head of the house, right? This is probably the front of the house. We're probably on the upper level now, and this faces out over the like gardens below and the front gate. But it's a shut door in front of you.
This house doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, little weird. Is the door flush with the floor?
Yeah, there's a little bit of give.
But nothing I could like lean down and peer into, like underneath the door.
I mean, you might be able to.
Let's give it a try.
You get down there and you kind of peek
Let's
through.
make the 7 feet tall people look through the door.
It's true. You get down on all fours.
That's gonna be, let's see, a 13.
Yeah, I mean, on a 13, you're kind of like looking through. It's dark on the other side. You think you see glass in the distance and what looks like the bottom of a curtain, maybe. But there's nothing specific that you see. It just looks like a room in the distance.
There's a room. I can't see much. We got to get this door open.
I can try opening it with my mage hand.
Maybe we check it for some.
Yeah, let me check it for traps first.
Oh yeah, we could explode.
I also have dark vision and can peep through a keyhole.
Cool. If there is one, that would be a good thing. While
Is
we're
there?
preparing.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Is there a
There's
keyhole?
Yeah.
There is? Might I take a peep?
Yeah. Roll perception.
What doth I see?
All roll perception. That's the thing. As you kind of peer through the keyhole, you see much the same that Rosati did, but you'll get the full picture of like a large, like Gothic styled window here with 2 drapes on the side of it. You can't make out the color due to the dark vision. On one of the sides, you see like a large armoire type of structure that appears to hold something, and that's really how you get through the keyhole. Tilvius, what'd you get?
I haven't rolled yet. I got 17 on the die plus.
Oh yeah, you're good. As you're going through checking this, you're checking for all of like the normal traps, and you don't catch anything. You're in somebody's house. This is probably a door that sees a lot of use. You don't catch any traps. You're kind of like peering through the keyway to see if maybe it's locked. You give it a little jiggle just as silently as you can. Doesn't appear to be locked. No traps.
All right, Rosati, where's this magic?
So from what you can see, it's going to be through this room and on the other side from where you are.
All right.
Through there and over here.
So as you quietly, because you're trying to quietly open this door, right? Please roll me stealth. And I'll tell you the DC is 15.
Guidance me, please.
Gerda, you want to give him guidance since you're the closest?
Yes, I do.
Well, I rolled a 19 on the die, so.
Okay. So as you
I rolled really well tonight.
you've been inspecting this door, you kind of know where the creaks are, you know where the hinges are, you're very paying very close attention to that as you open the door and you peek your head in. On the side, you see a bed. And tucked into this bed, you see that same figure of Vadir curled up, sleeping.
We kidnapped him.
Vadir himself.
Yeah, he is asleep on a bed as you kind of peer in and then go back to the other side of the door as it is still open.
So
It's Vadir. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. I don't know what you're saying.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know who that is.
It's the guy who owns the
So-
house. Yeah.
If we looking in his room, peering through the doorway,
Yeah.
do we see any papers or journals or like anything
Yeah,
of that
so
nature?
from where you were looking at, straight ahead through the door, there's like that window and the armoire over there. On the opposite side, up against the wall, is a desk with a bunch of papers and journals strewn out on it. There's an inkwell with a quill next to it, kind of stuck up in it. And next to that is a door. And through that door is where your detect magic is getting that conjuration signal from.
Is he a bad man?
It seems like it.
Why are we in his house?
We're here to discover whether he's created an army of
Undead puppies?
stitched together dog monsters, and if so, what he wants to do with them.
So he's not just guilty, or we can burn him alive in his bed.
No, and
Okay.
I would prefer to get more information out of him, but rather
Yeah,
than just kill him
totally.
anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was
So
thinking.
can
too.
we someone stealthily check his desk?
I'm more curious about that door.
Well, I like the door too. I'm just
Worth noting, the large window in the middle has two handles on it that appear to open up to a balcony as well. And there's a door closer to you on your side that appears to lead off to another side room as well. So basically, large room, bed in the middle, door on the left, door on the right, window in the middle that leads out to a balcony.
or do we just non-lethal knock him out?
What does Rosati think non-lethal is? Do you have a lot of experience applying non-lethal force to things?
No,
He just knows that he doesn't want to kill him. He just wants to make it to where
We can just beat the shit out of him.
Sometimes
not
that can be hard.
awake.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say it was going to be easy, DM. I just didn't want to kill the motherfucker if we needed to turn him in.
We can just beat him half to death.
I mean, he might know then. I just want to knock him out so he can't identify any of us.
Well,
Are we really worried about being identified against someone who's building an army? What is he going to do?
Okay, you might not be.
I mean, if we're that confident that he's building an army, we might as well just fucking kill him. If we're not, then
You go to kill so fast, Kurt.
he's a human, ain't he?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Tilvius doesn't know that.
Tilvius?
Yeah.
Do you want to go check out the door and I'll go babysit our friend? And should he wake up, I will
Everyone,
two-handed whack him over the head.
everyone, draw your most menacing weapon and surround the bed.
I have a stick.
Oh God!
Scimitar made of bones.
All right, Cirrus, what do you have?
Hang on. I think I have the dagger.
I'm gonna smack him over the head with my spell book.
I have a no. Wait, hang on. I have a sickle.
Oh,
That's
okay.
sick.
That's good.
Sickle. Kevin, what do you got?
Kevin just silent, like as quietly as
Oh, he had-
twinkles.
He has a
It's a
nail.
thimble.
Kevin
It's a
has a
thimble,
nail.
Nail.
on a like driven through a small stick.
It's like a great
tiny sickle.
So we are all going to sneak into the room and surround the bed, with the exception of Tilvius.
I'm just going to go sneak across the room and look at the door, with the conjuration behind it.
Please, everyone, roll me stealth.
You got it.
Again, no, but I got so good last time.
This is a choice that you have made.
Sylvius,
That
I
was-
am.
That
I
was
gotta
so
go
much
again.
better than my last roll.
You
18.
guiding me again? All right.
Yeah,
What
dirty
did
20.
Gerda get?
Gerda got a 13 plus stealth.
Oh, with the guidance, I get 16.
Oh, we had guidance? Shit.
So I have 16 also.
I
You
think
would have to
guidance
ask.
is for one
Just-
person. It's not for
Oh,
everybody.
Argyle,
Yeah.
Argyle guidance to me.
Got it.
Gerda can guidance if you want to ask Gerda.
Yeah, I can guidance. I can do a guidance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
you should check your spells. So
Well,
on the
Yeah.
Yeah, she has guidance.
Here's the thing. Yeah, no, I have it. I don't have my paperwork, and this website doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry, guys. It's not. I don't understand internet.
So
You're fine.
good, you're
everybody
good.
rolled remarkably well, more or less.
Yeah.
That was not a group check. Those were all individual stealth checks. You all kind of make your way quietly into the room, stepping forward, not causing creaking on the floorboards, not ruffling the carpet, this very fine carpet that you're walking on,
So smooth.
as everyone surrounds the bed, ready to pounce on this poor guy. Shoo, 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 shoo. As Tilvius makes his way across the room.
But as I make my way across, I lean into Gerda and I whisper in her ear, if he wakes up, threaten him to stay silent, but don't actually attack unless he starts screaming or something. But threaten him, say that you'll kill him if he makes a noise, okay?
I'll put my fucking weapon up to his throat.
All right. And I hope that works. And I go over to the door.
Okay. You're going to the door. Okay. You open up this door, and inside you see what looks like a small little walk-in type closet area. There are like clothes hanging on the wall. There's some storage here. Yeah, make me a perception check.
Oh, my first crappy roll. A 6 plus 4, so 10.
Okay, I'll say on a 10, that's good enough for this. As you're kind of looking around the room, you see in the corner here, because it's a rather large like walk-in closet style thing, is like a small little thing kind of carved into the floor. It looks like a circle. If you're familiar with spell circles, that's what it looks like to you. You can roll Arcana to see what it does or how it works.
I have a +0. Wish me luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Oh, 17 on the die.
Hell yeah!
Yay!
Okay.
Sorry,
on
I
a
thought I was
seven,
muted.
on a 17, as you're kind of looking at the circle on the ground, you realize this is probably what the conjuration's for. You're not 100% sure if it makes something or sends something. One of those two things happens. And as you're kind of looking at it, you understand two things. One, it's like any other circle. If you were to scratch or break anything, it would cease to function. And two, the activation is probably a phrase or word.
Okay. I'm going to sneak back out to our resident magic expert, Rasadi, and
Not
motion him.
me.
Your magic is different. So is mine.
I'll
Fair.
tiptoe through the tulips off to the room.
The next time we do something, I'm going to make people reroll stealth. Just a heads up.
Okay.
As you get back over there and you kind of head off to this room, you
I
see
basically
much
switch places with Rusadi.
Yeah, you see much of the same thing. And you look at the circle and you can roll me Arcana as well.
Okay. Let's see that. Advantage on-
And you do catch conjuration from the circle.
Okay. That is a 21.
Okay. On a
21.
21, you know the same things that Tilvius knows. But as you're looking at how the circle is laid out, you can tell it's for transportation. This appears to be short range teleportation that only goes back and forth between one location.
Mm.
That's what you can tell from the circle.
Okay.
Now, the other things that I will tell you is that you don't know what the activation for this would be. You can personalize that when you create something like this. You do know, like, casually, some people will use, like, go or proceed or something like that, which you do know in the arcane language. So there are things that you could
So
try.
if you were going to hide a dog army, this would be a great way to do it. Okay, I will try some of the common things then.
Okay. So you head over to the circle, and you're trying out common phrases. Anything come to mind?
Va-va-voom.
Okay, Vavavoom does not do anything.
Not
You
gonna
got any other brilliant ideas?
Zim Zam Zalabim.
Nope, that ain't it either. One doesn't do it.
Durka.
No.
Why did we not use the two phrases he just said as their common phrases?
Yeah, try
Oh.
that.
Are we
Try those.
or can
Very,
we try those?
very smart.
Yes.
Go,
Okay.
leave,
Go,
abscond,
leave.
If not,
up,
we'll burn him
out,
alive in his bed.
down.
abscond.
You will say the most common phrase, which is just go in the arcane language, is us.
Okay.
And the circle lights up. Everybody hears a whirl and a whiz sound from the next room over as Rosati disappears.
Damn it, Rusani.
You should come back.
The count playing here does not wake up to this small noise. Rosati, you appear in a large room covered in stone, and it is pitch black. Do you have dark vision?
I sure do.
Okay. As you're kind of looking around this room, it almost catches you like a dungeon. It's very dank and damp, and you can feel the oppressiveness as being underground. As you're kind of looking around, you see some more of those large tubes that you had seen in that laboratory from before. You see tables chock full of like materials and components. And you see like a large table in the middle, another one next to it that look like large operating tables. There are like forms on those. And then near you in a corner, you see a small cot and somebody laying asleep on that cot. From what you can see, it's very like disheveled, longer hair, not very good clothes. They look very ragged and torn.
Oh, I wonder if this is the mage
That's what you
viral.
catch. In the distance, you see large, like, gated cells leading out to another area.
I take very much detail. Like I try to remember every little detail that I possibly can while I'm standing here, taking it in. And then I will just quietly say, "Go."
You'll hear that whirling and whiz again. Okay. Vadir does not wake up as Rosati, you appear back in that room.
Okay. I go to the doorway and I like kind of mouth whisper. I don't come back into the room, but I like stand in the doorway, catch somebody's attention, and be like,
You'll catch Rosati. You swapped places with him.
"There's a transportation circle. That is a transportation circle, and I just left and came back. There's dog building going on, or something."
I say we burn him alive in his sleep.
No.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, whatever everybody else wants to do, I guess.
Okay.
I know.
We are having a silent conversation over this guy asleep. I will ask everybody to make another stealth roll.
No, stop it. I'm good.
God damn it! Gerda rolled a 17.
That's
Uh,
I just
gonna
rolled.
guide it
I rolled to see if the motherfucker woke up. Rolled a 2. Then Gerda rolls a
Only-
17.
Yeah,
only
fuck
first.
him.
12.
I'm gonna not roll and pretend you don't
Burn him
notice.
alive.
Roll, Juice.
Damn it. Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have rolled. It was a 4.
Plus your stealth.
Which is a +0.
Oh, beautiful. So
Natural 20.
you're all having this conversation. Oh,
Sirius just goes, what?
okay, I'm going to be extraordinarily kind. You're all having this conversation. Rosati, do you know Mage Hand?
Ooh.
I do if you don't.
I not currently know. I can know it, but I don't right now.
Okay. I will say that as you come back into the room, and you're all kind of having this hushed conversation, and you notice Cirrus is just kind of like staring off through the window, kind of looking back between the window and Kevin, just having a grand old time. And then he looks back at you, and you see him open his mouth, and it's a lot wider than what you would expect for quiet whispering. And on your nat 20, just in time, you manage to shush him. Now, I will give you the option, Cirrus. Do you allow yourself to be shushed?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Cirrus
enough.
is not like.
Obstinate?
Yeah. It generally will go with the
Then-
flow.
Yes. You manage to shush Cirrus. And
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
as you look at Vadir, he does not get up.
Okay. In my hushed quietness, I look at Tilvius and I'm like, do we have enough? Do we have enough? Like, there's creepy shit going on. There's creepy shit going on.
What if we don't wound him? What if we don't kill him? We just wound him horribly. Just so he's like incapacitated.
I love the murder hobo in you in this character.
No,
Like,
no,
I'm
but
here
he's
for it.
obviously a bad guy. I mean, maybe I don't understand what we're doing here.
Okay, so
I'm just
I will
trying to-
tell you
Re-explain.
that this world is relatively realistic. If you were to assault a count in his home at night and you were found out, legally you're fucked. Right? Like you are in a
You'll die.
city full of guards and people that are significantly stronger than you, and there are repercussions.
It's a big city.
It's a big city.
Big city.
You just saw a
And he's
dragon
the-
fly off yesterday.
He's
Or
the
little
count
fish.
that owns the hotel,
He's a count that owns this mansion.
the mansion.
Probably
Yeah,
lots
yeah.
of other things.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
He's in
The group-
extreme
So
position of power.
Okay.
while I encourage you to make bold choices, understand that like the dice will fall where they will and repercussions can happen.
no, I just
Right.
came into this situation. I didn't know who was who. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
So thank you. All right, I won't kill him.
As I come out from the room slowly with the stealths and shit that we just rolled, if that's plausible, I would like to peek at his desk and see if there's any of the journals or anything that I can get into one of my pouches or my bag.
You can shovel a bunch of shit in if you want.
I'll shovel whatever the fuck I can into my bag off
Yeah.
his desk.
For sure.
I'll look at Tilvius again, and we were just looking for some kind of proof or inclination that something shitty was going on, right? Did we need
All he asked
hard
you
evidence?
all he asked you was to figure out what he was doing. That's all Crumb said.
Tilly's
don't
got
know
the
for
bug
sure.
now, though. He wants to go in that room.
Well, one more person is on the other side of that circle sleeping.
Let's all go.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
quietly motion everyone into the room.
You all kind of file into the room, and one by one you step up to the circle, and I imagine Rosati gives everybody the words. Argyle, you're probably very familiar with them. Everybody kind of takes a step up and disappears, and disappears, and disappears, as you all appear in that same area with this individual that's sleeping. Eventually, at some point, I'm going to imagine I roll over the course of like six people that this individual hears that whirling and whizzing noise of magic happening and wakes up with a start. As the individual on the cot juts up, and you see this very ragged and torn cloak, like longer robe on this individual, this unkept hair, very patchy facial hair, and sunken eyes. As he gets up and looks at you and kind of cowers backward, he starts to say, "Just a little bit more time," and then he notices who you are and stops, and just starts kind of shrinking into the corner.
Are you viral by any chance?
He watches. He sits there and he looks at you. And goes, "Why?"
Weird question.
Is there anyone else in this place?
You watch as he just kind of stares at you. Who are you?
We're investigators from the guild, trying to figure out what Vadir is up to.
You're from the guild. Get me
We
out.
said that, yes.
Get me out, and I'll tell you everything.
Insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I help action, just because.
I believe him implicitly.
Oh, how about 26 for insight?
God.
Not so good. 10. Insight.
Okay.
What's
on a
advantage?
10, dude wants to get the fuck out of here, right? You are whole hog believe on the 10 that he wants to leave, right? On the 26, was it? You're looking at him, and he's not looking directly at you, right? He's looking off to the side a little bit. He's looking here, there. You get the feeling that he wants to leave, and he's willing to help you if you were to help him leave, but he doesn't know how much he has to offer.
Are we confident there's no one else in the room, perhaps hidden in some sort of veil?
You can make a perception check. You got an 8 on the dice.
Shitty.
The hell does
15?
that mean?
It means you got an 8 on the dice, plus whatever your modifier is.
Oh,
Plus 7.
Yeah.
15.
So 15.
15.
So did I?
As you're kind of peering around the room, you don't see anything besides those like dark shapes that are on the table. And as you're kind of paying more attention and looking out at those shapes on the table, you see carcasses of animals. You see a large dog, and then next to that, it appears to be like a large cat.
Do we trust this guy?
Hey, fella, what are you doing down here?
He's in a cage, ain't he?
No,
He's just on a cot.
He's on a cot.
Well,
Well, he was on a cot. Right now, he's in a corner of the room, kind of like scrunched up against the corner here. And as you're kind of looking at this, I'll say on this perception check too, he's not entirely cowering in fear. There is a like standing here as if he's capable of throwing out spells or fighting back in some way if he has to.
if Rustati does like a magic perception check, can that tell if this guy can do harsh magic, or should we?
There's, from Rosati's perspective, I'll imagine like he's just recasting detect magic here as he can. There's no magic coming off of him, but inherent magic casters do not have, like, they don't show up magic just inherently,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. So, what do we think, y'all? Is this guy a threat? Should we cut one of his feet off?
Not a
No.
threat. Not a threat.
No, I don't think so.
Not a threat. Please do not cut my feet
I
off.
was just asking. I wasn't gonna do it.
You will all notice that he is directly trained on Gerda, and his posture has changed a little bit, where his right hand is forward and his
She
left
didn't say
hand
it out
is
loud.
touching. What do you mean you didn't say it out loud?
He whispered
Said
it.
it
He
out loud.
whispered it then.
I for some reason I trust this person implicitly. We will not kill him.
Anyway, he has stuck his hand out towards Gerda.
There is no reason for us
This
not to help
whispering,
him escape.
And his other hand is touching something like his chest.
I look at.
Don't try anything. We're not going to hurt you.
We were sent by Chrome. If that helps.
Right. Get me out, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
First,
What
tell
has
me
kept
you've
you
been
from
doing,
getting out?
He
or
looks.
answer his question.
He looks at the circle. He looks back at you. There's only one way, and it's through a mansion packed with guards.
It wasn't that packed.
I think they were maids too, not even guard.
All right. Tell us what you've been doing here real quick, and we'll get you out. But you have to cooperate with us after we get you out.
You watch as you ask him what he's been doing. Research into necromancy and creation.
Make it.
Yeah, roll your insight.
Not as good. Only 21.
I mean, on a 21, you watch as his
I
eyes
have
are-
expertise in
he's
insight.
very cagey, and he's definitely not sharing everything.
He's definitely not what?
He's definitely not sharing everything.
Yeah. Listen, you want to get out of here? You got to be up front.
If I can interject with quick, Dilvius, I think we should try to escape first, because the longer we stay here, the more rounds they're gonna get through, the harder it is to sneak out.
I agree with that.
I think we should take what we have now and what he told us and kind of run with it, because we will lose time.
Also, on that insight, I will say, as you say that to him, Telvius, you watch his eyes dart towards that grating of the cell that like leads out to somewhere else, and you see like rocky fragments past that, almost as if there's like a tunnel past it, as his eyes dart there and then back to the party. I will say you're the only one that sees it.
All right. What's the lighting like in here?
I can't see.
It's dark, yeah. All the scones are out for the night. He was sleeping.
I'm gonna do one of my dancing lights, like a small torch again. Just kind of have it hover over my hand.
Yeah, you'll watch as he kind of like blinks out the light. The sun invasion of light there.
Yeah. What's through that tunnel?
There's a pause. More of the research I've been doing, the creations.
The beast.
How many successful creations have you made?
He stops. Maybe 19, 20.
That's a lot.
I think we should go.
Do we take him with us?
I don't
Yes.
trust him.
I don't trust him necessarily either. But he's our main witness to what Vadir's been up to.
Let's eat one of his hands.
If you double cross us, I will feed you to a mimic.
We'll just feed you to this rat lady.
I'll
They can share you.
More horrifying. Roll intimidation.
Can I stand behind her?
Yeah.
Can Rusati roll it with advantage since I was helping?
Rusati rolls
Give
it,
it to
not me,
no,
right?
Gerda.
I roll
Oh yeah,
it?
Gerda. Yeah, you roll it
Gerda.
because you're the most
I'm
intimidating one of us.
assisting.
All right.
Oh.
We're assisting
All
you,
right.
Gerda. So
You're assisting me.
You should not. You should. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
oh
No,
no.
they're assisting me. It's gonna help, right?
I rolled a
No,
5 and a
it did.
6.
I don't know how it works. They can't help me. They can't help me.
They
That-
did.
that was
I
with
rolled,
help.
That was with help. I rolled a 5 and then a 6.
rolled- they
Oh
rolled very
well,
poorly.
if he ain't intimidated now, he gonna fucking be later.
So he just kind of looks at you and looks back at the party and goes, "As I said, I will tell you everything once we're out this place."
Okay.
What is your name before we go any further?
Byron. I'm a mage.
Yeah.
You may take issue with the word that he uses as mage.
Yeah.
Why do
Oh,
we
yeah.
not? Why do we not leave just the way we came? Why do we have to go through his stone portal with all of his mutants?
There's no way out of here.
There's no
I
other
don't
way
know
out
teleport.
except for-
I can't. I'm not high enough level to just take us out of here.
Now,
We have
No,
to go
no,
back
no.
out
I
the way
mean,
we
why
came.
did we came in here one way through that horrible person's bedroom? Why did we not leave the same way? I'm just asking.
We have to leave.
That's
the
what the
same way.
plan is.
Have to.
Now,
Yeah.
I will
okay.
say,
We're not going through his horrible doorway.
No,
I
he's-
will say, somebody could roll intelligence if they would like to intuit something in the space.
Certainly would love to do that.
I would like to help him. I'm pretty
That would
intelligent
be-
myself.
That would be
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, this is
I don't
an
know how you would
intuitive
help
thing.
with that. I think that might just
We
be
could
individual.
brainstorm.
Just roll
we
it
can-
yourself, Argyle. Just roll
Yeah,
it
sure.
yourself.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mine's not great.
Tilvius isn't that smart of a boy.
3 over here.
I didn't get that good.
No,
Okay,
don't be
I got
modest.
plus 6.
Okay, so on the 23, for fuck's sake, you're kind of looking around, and if anything is larger than that dog you saw before, like if there are any creatures, this portal wouldn't work. So either there's another way out, or they would have to make another teleportation circle to get the things out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a walk around this room real quick, just to see.
Yeah, so you'll come up and you're kind of like looking at the equipment that's in the room. There's a lot of like knives and sickles and like cutting instruments here, used for like incisions. You see some like salves and whatnot that appear to be there. You see like string and needles here and there. You're going through. You look at the corpses on the table and they're kind of like cut open and there are flaps of flesh hanging open here. As you kind of are peering into it, it looks like organs have been removed from these creatures. And you get to the side and you're looking down the tunnel that leads down, and it starts to curve a little bit, but you see other like metal cell grates in the distance. That's all you catch.
I'll turn back to Barrel.
Can we go?
There's no other way out of here.
Not that I'm aware.
Inside.
Yeah.
What's it, plus 6? 16.
So you ask him if there's another way out, and on a 16, you don't get the idea that he's lying. He genuinely doesn't know.
Okay. How are they going to get all these monsters out of here?
I don't know. Especially... and he stops himself.
Especially?
I don't like
Especially
this.
some of the larger creatures. I think with your insight rolls, as he says some of the larger creatures, there's like this smile of satisfaction that comes across his face.
He's made some good shit.
He's gonna like sick one of these fucking things on us if we go down that hallway.
He hasn't dropped his stance, as a side note. He's still kind of like touching his chest with his right hand extended.
Oh, I want to try something. I'm going to put my hands up. I'm going to, okay, we'll get you out of here. We're not going to hurt you. All right? And I'll put my hand on his shoulder. Is that okay?
Let's go.
Okay. Charm person.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Sneaky bitch. Sneaky bitch.
Okay. What's your
This guy an elf?
He's not an elf.
Oh, thank God.
It's only 13. I'm not the best spellcaster.
What's a nat 1?
Oh,
God.
So,
girl.
What are the effects of Charm Person?
I'll read it. It is charmed by you until the spell ends, which lasts 1 hour. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
Okay, fair enough. So his look will kind of change, and he'll kind of like take his hand off his chest and lower his arm and just kind of like look at you with wider eyes. So are we gonna go?
Yeah, I'd prefer not to go through Vadir's bedroom, but if there's no other way out of here.
Not that I know of. I have no idea what they were planning with this. You should see. You should see it. I've really outdone myself.
This
Well,
guy
that's
is
something you should be
fucked up.
proud of, buddy, but
What do you mean?
what is you can't do anything good with all these things. What is a count gonna do with an army of chimera?
Well, I can be sure that I don't know. My own goal was academic.
And it's
What
very
of the
impressive.
souls of these things?
What is a soul?
What of their constituent
We
parts?
can't. In all of our study of magic and our understanding, we can't touch a soul.
How can you disrespect life in such a way?
All right, this is a philosophical discussion for later.
We're gonna have this later.
All right, so
Just saying.
Vadir's asleep.
I'm about ready to leave this guy behind.
I would really like to leave. As he looks back at Tilvius.
I would like to leave
All right.
too.
Let's go.
Let's all get out of here together. We'll go back to the guild.
Are you sure before we leave? I'm very happy to leave. Would you like to see him?
See who?
To see who?
He's very excited looking at Tilvius.
I don't trust him. I think we cut his foot
Let's-
off.
Of course, we don't
let's-
trust
let's
him.
see what
He's fucking deranged.
Yeah, let's see what he's talking about. Sure, let's see him.
Oh, okay. So as you say, let's see him. He's just looking at Tilvius, right? He doesn't particularly care about anybody else. He heads towards the metal grating on the cell, and he kind of like pulls it open, and it's this, like large rustic scraping sound as the grate kind of scratches along the floor, and he heads down this pathway. And as he is, you hear like the chomping as other creatures are biting at the cells. This is a cavern or a tunnel with cells lining each thing, and there are creatures inside each of them. And then he gets to the end of the tunnel, and it opens up into this large circular cavern. And he picks up a stone off the floor, and he throws it into the center. I can't fucking whistle right now, apparently. But he starts to whistle, and you hear a large rustling noise. as something rises from the floor and lunges towards everyone, and then is caught and pulled backwards by something. And as you're looking, it is maybe a 25-foot tall, two-headed dog. Large, ragged pelt, made of this like red, very spotted in color.
He's
These
got a
massive-
rancor. He's
Yeah.
got a rancor pit.
These massive teeth and fangs pulling over the jaw as it's lunging towards all of you, with those same like stitches and incisions across its body.
We should get
Oh,
the,
wow.
we should get the fuck out of here.
You just
What
see
the fuck? Hang
Byron
on,
kind
everybody.
of like
We're
holding
on.
up his hands at it, like
Yeah, good job. Good,
The
great.
fuck is wrong with you?
We are fucking getting out of here now.
What
I'm
is
gonna-
that?
Yeah, I'm gonna memorize as well as I can the features of this creature.
yeah.
What is that?
Are you asking Byron what it is?
Yes, what I'm in my character voice. I'm not like
Sorry,
telling you my
Uh,
thoughts.
it's a dog. What do you mean?
It's not a dog. That's
It's
an
it's
abomination.
a creation of magic.
We
You,
we need to go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I think we should feed him to it.
No.
I think we should leave. I don't think anybody should take
I'm
2
with
more
Jared.
steps into this room.
No, we don't have to. We can just throw the guy in here and lock the cell.
I'm,
But
for the first time, I'm with Gerda.
He's a witness.
Kevin,
Come on.
what do you think?
this guy's a bad man.
This
He's a bad
is
man, but he's
bad
a witness.
man.
We don't disagree, but we need to leave so we can prove that there's a lot of bad men, and then we can burn them later. But right now, we should leave.
Are we bringing the bad man with us?
This
Bring
one,
this one with us.
yes.
How are we restraining him?
He's our friend. He
charmed.
won't do anything bad, right?
How does
I
No,
don't
would
believe
never.
that.
How long does charm person last?
1 hour.
1 full hour.
Oh yeah, he's
Ooh.
he's on board, man. He's ready to go.
We're gonna get to somebody within an hour.
Yes.
Yeah, we can get back to the
Easily.
guild within an hour.
Oh yeah.
If we
Assuming
don't,
we
I
can
think
get
we
out-
cut one of his feet off.
Assuming we can't get out of the mansion.
Very, very unnecessary. No
it's-
cutting of the feet off
I'm
is
just saying
necessary.
hypothetically. We'll see where we're at
Hypothetically.
in an hour.
Also, worth noting that y'all had intuited before that there's no, like, you don't know how they would get a bunch of creatures out of here. You don't imagine the count would want them to go. No fucking way in hell that thing's getting through that circle.
Yeah.
They have another way then.
And there's we don't see any more exits from this room.
Not from
I
where
don't
you
trust
are.
him.
This is a rather large cavern, and you are not capable of seeing everything inside of it.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
We don't want to get any closer. All right. We're
We're
getting
gonna
out of
check in before this hour's over and we figure out a new plan because I don't trust this bitch.
Let's
Under the
go.
bus.
Bad.
Let us
Go
take him
before
away.
I change my mind.
We're going.
Rápido.
Yes.
Okay. Byro, we
It
have to
took-
be very quiet. We're going to try to sneak out of this mansion.
As you were walking back towards the circle with Byroll, he is just going off. It took so much to be able to have it function
Byro.
at such
Hey,
a
Byro. Hey, Byro. Shut the fuck up.
Yes. Cállate,
He watches.
pinche
He kind of like closes in on himself. He's very like sad that he doesn't get to share this with Tilvius. As you guys
Okay, we
head
just
back,
need to be real quiet from now on.
as you guys head back towards the circle.
Send everybody through.
So, what you got?
In fact, I want to cast fear on him.
No!
No, it'll break the charm.
Will it?
Does
Or
it?
will he just be afraid of me and like you?
Hold
Because
on.
That's what I
it's
want.
not your concentration. He can have 2 status effects.
It's not a
right?
concentration spell.
Oh shit! Well,
I don't
think
think
he
it would
can
break his charm. I think he would be charmed to you and
Doesn't it
afraid
have
of
to-
me.
I like this.
Does the fear spell count as something harmful, DM?
No.
Not in and of itself. Because they can't harm themselves.
if you or
I
your
will
companions
say-
do
I will
anything
say-
harmful to it,
I will say no. In this
Okay.
instance, it is not.
Then
As
you
you are
can
not
cast fear on
actively
him.
trying to make it stop combat.
I like this.
Creative ways to do
Okay.
things.
Are you
he
casting-
does technically have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw
What's the DC?
Uh,
He rolled a
of
4.
thir-
He's not making it.
of 13.
Yeah,
Good.
he rolled
So
a
he's
4.
fucking afraid of me.
Okay. He is clinging to the opposite side of Tilvius. Just full up, like...
And I'm just like, be quiet.
Okay.
I will eat you.
I think we should send Tilvius first.
Okay. So, you will head back towards the circle. Say the word, and you ping through. Now, keep in mind it makes that same whirling and whizzing noise as each of you step through. Okay. Tilvius and Byral step through. And Tilvius, you peek out in the room, and Vadir appears to be asleep. Who's next? Or would you like to do anything, Tilvius, before this happens?
No, I want more people to come through.
Okay.
Just to clarify, that piece of shit went through the portal with you, right? Because he was
Yeah,
on
he came
your
right
side.
after me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're both in there right now.
Yeah.
We're both
they're in this little closet.
we're both in Vadir's closet.
Okay, copy.
The new
Thank you.
store coming to Tacoma Mall.
Vadir's closet.
Yeah.
Vadir's closet.
Vadir's
I love
closet.
that. I love it. Somebody make me Vadir's closet.
Okay. Who's
Who's
next?
next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cirrus goes through. And as the whirling and the whizzing comes and Cirrus steps through, Tilvius, as you're kind of sticking your head out watching, you watch as Vadir starts to stir. As he kind of like starts shaking. You watch as his arms go up. Oh. And he kind of sits up in bed and starts to look around. Okay. He doesn't notice you in the closet as you kind of hide back. As he kind of waits for a second. And he gets up from his bed, and you hear the patter of bare feet as he heads towards the window. You wait a second as he turns the knobs and opens the window and steps out onto the balcony.
We all got time to slither through right now.
Who knows? Who's next?
The
Or, is
most
any,
part,
or would you like to do anything before somebody else comes through?
so Tilvius has like let's make a friend spell, right?
Yeah,
He's already using it.
it's active now,
So
but I
he
don't have
cannot
any more
use it
spell
again?
slots. I don't have any more spell slots.
All right, so
I don't know either.
so let's just plan ahead. If we cannot make a friend, I know we're fronting upon killing him, but what if
What if he has
We
an
need-
accident?
what if we maybe
I mean,
kill
you're
him?
not.
I don't know what his
You're-
capabilities are either.
Well, he made these horrible dog creature army, right? Like
I
we
made
don't.
those. That was me.
Whoa,
Byral actually made the army.
but
Vadir
this
just
guy's
ordered
the
it.
one that
Vadir's
facilitated
just
it, right?
management.
Well, I don't think Gerda, you're not in the room yet.
Gerda's not.
Oh, that's
over
true.
yet.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, I don't even know. So you guys gotta. So
You can
how do
come
we know
through if
who
you
goes
want.
Next?
Yeah, you can come through. There's nothing
Are there-
stopping you.
You want to be
There's
next?
there's
but-
clothes and stuff in here, right?
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Because I'm in an actual closet.
Yeah. There's clothes and stuff in here.
It's
I'm gonna
I mean,
fashion a
but
ba-
we
I'm
don't
gonna
know
fashion
who
a
should go through
baklava
next.
out of a shirt.
You
So-
the fucking centaur.
Shirt
so
ninja.
he seems
Shirt ninja.
He seems
Beautiful.
kind of
Okay.
out of it.
He
He
just
seemed
woke up in the
pretty
middle of the
groggy.
night. Yeah.
I mean, but he doesn't. I mean, he woke up and he sort of zombied to the door and opened the window. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
He's
He
out on
took
the
a
balcony
second.
now.
Took a second to get
can I
out
make
and-
a? Can I make like an insight check? Is he like sleepwalking? Like what?
Yeah,
what the
you
fuck?
can make an insight check.
I'm not good at that, but that's a 15.
Yeah, on a 15, you don't get the vibe that he's sleepwalking. There was like that normal like delay as you wake up and you're kind of groggy, and then that decision that you're not going back to sleep. And he got up
Oh,
and went back out to his balcony.
shit. Okay. How big is this closet that the three of us are in?
Big enough for the whole fucking party to stand inside.
Yeah,
I will
it's
say
huge.
that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a large mansion. There were many rooms. This is the most extravagant bedroom. So,
I whisper, I'm out of spells. I'm out of everything. Me too.
from his fucking little thing he's got going
I'm almost out.
So Amador and I both have magic, right? Or is it just me?
Mm-hmm.
Can one of us like maybe just lock that door so we trapped out there while we escape?
Yeah, so did you come through?
No, I'm just asking if one of us can. So once
You don't know, you're not there.
All right, then one of us come through.
Okay, so you
Who
go
is
through.
it? Amador, is it me or you?
I'll go through.
I don't know what that means. You went through?
Yeah, I went to the portal.
Wait. Okay.
I went to the portal and said, "Go."
Okay.
I went.
The whirling and the whizzing
We
happens.
immediately tell you to chill.
I believe in
And
you.
the
so you
whirling
know
and
what's
the
up.
whizzing happens. And those of you that are watching, you can kind of see from just peering out from the doorway here, and your one eye that you've got going on, you watch as Vadir's head snaps towards the closet, and he starts walking that way.
Oh, I turn around so that my back is towards the door. Which way does the door open, in or out?
It opens out into the room.
Okay. I'm going to wait until he's right up to the door, and I'm going to horse kick the door into him.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
Can I reach into Tilvius's saddlebag while he's doing this?
Probably.
You're going to try to get the mimic?
Yep.
Don't
What the fuck are you doing with the mimic?
You'll see.
Okay.
Pocket
16
sand.
plus- 17 for athletics.
Oh my god.
Okay. As you rear back and you wait for him to get closer, and there's this as you were watching, there's this look of confusion on his face as he's heading over towards the closet, and he goes to grab the door, and as he what are you doing, Rosati, with this fucking mimic?
So I see what he's about to do, right? It's very
Wait,
obvious.
Rosati, you haven't come through yet.
Yeah, I did.
I thought he did, but I don't actually
did he?
know.
I was assuming I was in there.
I think
I
I'm the
thought
only
I-
one not left.
Yeah, I think Kurt is the only one.
Oh, okay. Curtis
So,
is the only one.
I'm-
Okay, sorry.
I could be wrong, but
Okay. Tilvius is going to kick this door. I'm looking at this like he's lining it up.
yeah, he's
And I
he's
see
right
this.
there.
I grab the mimic. I leave the binding on it for the moment, but I unloosen a loop or two.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the intention. If when he kicks the door, it doesn't knock him out, I'm going to immediately jump out of the closet and latch the mimic to his face.
God,
What the fuck?
that's Rosati.
Okay. You all watch. Rosati, Tilvius, I'm gonna ask you to call. Actually, I'm gonna ask you to roll a D10 and tell me what you
Oh,
get.
okay. 7.
Okay. On a 7, as you rear back and you get ready to kick the door, Vadir comes forward and he grabs the handle to turn, and as he does, you kick the door full force as it flies open, and you watch as it smacks the side of his face as he goes sprawling backwards. As he does not lose consciousness, and you hear a piercing shriek come from him as he goes backwards. Ruzadi, this is your chance to run forward and draw something on him.
Yes. What would you like?
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check as you try to attach a mimic to his
boy.
face.
Not good at that. This ought to go swimmingly, team.
A 7.
7.
7.
Okay. On a 7, are you undoing the rope that is on this mimic to attach it to his face?
Oh, absolutely. That
No,
would be
my
the
mimic.
intention.
Okay. You come for. This is dumb. You come forward, and as you kind of undo the string, the second you do, you kind of move down to try to attach it to his face, and you are not as agile as this little mimic that clamps itself to your hand.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, good.
You are going to take 7 points of piercing damage as
Cool.
it clamps down. on
Can
your
I do
hand.
something fucking hilarious?
Yeah, what you got?
Okay, as it clamps down and I start to get that searing pain, not thinking, I would like to try to just reel it up in the air and just clobber this dude over the head with it
Please.
clamped onto my hand.
Roll me an unarmed attack roll, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Can
you
I
got this.
while this is happening, can I do something?
Yeah.
I'm gonna expend one of my spell slots to
Okay.
make a potion of flight. And I'm gonna look at Tilvius and say, Tilvius, I need you to run out of the window because we all saw the window, right?
Yeah, it's open right
Don't
now.
say
He
my
was just
name.
out
Oh.
on the balcony. Do you say Tilvius out loud?
I don't say Tilvius. I say to mean a number of things.
Beautiful. Okay.
And I'm gonna say, you're gonna drink this potion and you're going to fly. And you're going to fly very fast and you're going to leave.
That is the cutoff for as much as you can get out in this moment.
Yeah.
Ruzadi, Gerda, at this point, you come through the portal to this fucking pandemonium.
What
He
did
just watches
Rusati
Rusati
rolled a
Finally.
Damn it,
19.
19.
Okay. On a 19, what is your strength modifier for your unarmed attack?
Plus 4.
Okay.
Jeez.
And I am going to roll for the mimic attached to your hand. As you kind of reach down, you go to clock this guy. You deal 7 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage as part of the mimic's teeth catch this guy across the face as you slam down. And you watch as the first utterance of "Go!" as his eyes roll back, and he's unconscious.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
me
all right,
get this
okay,
dude.
that's what
Help
I'm
me tie
saying.
this
Hold
dude
on,
up. Let's
let's
fucking
fucking
go.
Let's
There is
kill
still
him.
currently a mimic attached to your hand.
Should we kill him?
You are going to take.
No, we're not killing people in their sleep, Gerda.
I
You're
thought
going to
Rusari
take
decided to
9
kill him.
points of piercing damage as it
Ow.
continues to chomp on your arm.
Okay. While someone else deals with unconscious boy, I'm going to try to get the mimic off my arm.
Yeah, roll.
Okay, so if we're not gonna kill him,
opposed athletics
Find him.
or acrobatics.
He's out. Let's get out of the house.
what
You still
floor
wanna
are we
fly?
on?
Second floor.
The second floor.
Nice. 18 DM.
How long does spider
Yeah.
climb last?
You manage to pry it off, and you're kind of like holding it by the back,
An hour.
keeping it shut. Yeah, as it's trying its best. To
I pick up
chomp.
the rope. I pick up a piece of the rope and like.
Please
back
roll
around
sleight of
it.
hand.
Concentration.
That's fine.
Viral next to you, Tilvius, is just looking back and forth between Vadir and you, just aghast.
16.
16, you managed to kind of tie the rope back around. You're not quite as impressive as Tilvius's was, but it's clamped shut. This mimic.
I,
now.
I snatch it out of his hand.
I
Give me
give
that.
it
And I
back.
put it back.
I give it back as I'm bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a rope and we just punch through this window and climb out and get the hell out of here?
This
The window's open. It's a
Yeah,
open
window's
balcony.
So does anyone have a rope or we just climb down and
I
get
have more
out of here?
rope.
We all have a rope. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
standard.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
thought
standard
I
item.
did, but I don't see it on my sheet because I don't
At
have
this
my real
point
sheet
in the
here.
distance, you do hear footfalls coming through the mansion, and out in the garden below you, you can also hear that sound of like metal boots on pavement.
coming towards the house.
Mm-hmm.
Run.
Yeah,
Run
it's time to go.
outside or inside?
Outside.
Argyle, I'll
Fuck
take that.
being inside.
Argyle, I'll
We're
take that
going down
potion
the
now.
rope outside.
Let's get
Good
the
idea.
fuck out
We're
of here.
booking it.
I'll follow you guys because I don't know where the real entrance or exit
Can
is.
we put unconscious boy on his back? And I'm gonna like
We're gonna
lash
kidnap
him.
Vadir.
Are we?
We should try to
No, we've got Byral.
Okay, fine. We'll leave him.
All right, Byral, get on my back. I drink Argyle's potion of flying that he gave me.
Okay. And you just
And
fuck off.
I peer out the balcony to make sure no one's looking up at the balcony from the grounds.
There are people as you're... Roll me a stealth check.
Stealth.
Vadir is just unconscious.
Yep.
Correct.
On the ground.
14.
He's got blood kind of streaming down the side of his face.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he it's not wearing shoes, right?
No, he's wearing like nice kind of satiny pajamas.
And this isn't a sexual thing. I pull his pants down around his ankles.
All right.
This isn't sexual, but I'm going to strip him.
You
It's
pull
not
his
weird.
pants down around his ankles.
Because
Beautiful.
we're gonna leave him, right? I want him to wake up and
Embarrassed.
embarrassed. Yes, that's the
Okay.
intention here.
Okay. Tilvius, on your 14, you peer out and you do see people looking up because that's the direction that the noise came from, right? It sounded like it came from the upper floor. So you'll see people peering up occasionally, but you give it a second on your 14, nobody spots you kind of looking at them. You give it a second, and all of the people have kind of disappeared into this building now. Now, I'm going to say you all are on a time clock, and it just started. So, what would you like to do?
Leave.
I got Byral
Let's
on my
get the
back.
fuck
I'm
outta
gonna
here.
fly out of the grounds.
Okay. Tilvius takes off and is over the fence before anybody else can even react with flight. He is gone. He has Byral with him. What is everybody else doing to get the fuck out of here?
Well, I don't have any spells, so
Can people see us
Run?
right now?
Cirrus, do you want to fly?
You don't know?
Do
I
want-
have-
I mean,
I have darkness I can cast so nobody sees us while we figure a way to get the
darkness doesn't follow us. It would just
You
make
hear,
this
at
area
this point,
dark,
footsteps coming down the hallway
Oh.
towards the room.
which isn't
We-
necessarily bad. If I
I
mean,
thought we all left out of the window through a rope.
Not
No,
yet.
Not yet.
We're getting ready
done that
to.
yet.
I tie the rope and I let it down the side away from whoever was outside.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought we were outside. Yeah, I go down the rope.
Go down the rope.
Okay.
Maybe thinking about a pathway just real quick while I'm above looking down.
As fast as you
And
can,
then
as fast as you all can, or as like normally going down a rope where you're not confident in your climbing.
It's fast.
Careful
Fast.
or reckless.
yeah,
Careful or
we're
reckless.
Reckless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody roll an athletics check or acrobatics. Take your pick.
I'll kill you, you monster. They're
I'll
the
have
same.
you know.
Gary got a nat 20.
18.
11. It's 11. It's not terrible.
It's down a rope. I think you might be okay.
Yeah, it's one story.
I got
Grab it and
19.
slide.
Yeah.
the
so
worst,
all
I
of
get
you-
I get some burns on my hands.
all of you kind of like slide down the rope, and it is uncomfortable. You feel that rope burn on your hands as you slide down. And Gerda just fucking takes one hand and like kind of just clings down the side of the building almost
Very
as
graceful.
yeah, very just like gracefully lands on the floor. And Argyle, as you grab the rope and start to slide down, you were the last one. You hear the door open. And as your head kind of pops down below, you see that like butler from the other day. As your head disappears below, and you slide down. Now all of you are at the bottom of the courtyard, and somebody's about to peer over that balcony. So, what are we doing?
I
Would
mean, I'm
darkness
running.
get smart now?
Yeah, we're.
I mean,
Oh,
how big
yes.
is dark? What's the radius?
20 feet?
That's a great question. 15-foot radius. Will that not
Let's
help
cover
us?
the balcony.
Can't cover the balcony, yeah.
15-foot
What-
radius
Oh, yeah.
here for the duration. It spreads around corners.
Cast
Yeah,
it on the
that
balcony. Then cast it on the balcony.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
So
Do
Gerda
that.
reaches out,
I
and
just
a
did it.
sphere of this black fog envelops the balcony and the interior of the room. And you hear like as somebody is up there, as you all book it towards the front gate. You all arrive at this high front gate. Tilvius, where the fuck did you go, by the way?
I went over the nearest fence and
None of your
So
business.
Tilvius
tried
is
to
on
land and stand in an inconspicuous place so it doesn't
Okay.
look like.
So
Find a
Tilvius is
suspicious.
on the side, kind of between like this forested area and like the rest of the town, kind of looking at the gate. And you all arrive at the front gate that is closed. What would you like to do?
How tall is the gate?
The
Does
gate's a
it
little bit
open?
taller than the rest of the fence you could
Is
try.
Is it
Uh,
locked?
You could try to open it. You don't see a lock on it.
I try to open it.
Yeah, you go to push it forward, and it does open.
Ooh.
I
I was
run
about
through
to
the
say.
fucking
Yeah,
gate.
man, I'm so
Ew.
proud of you for trying to open the gate.
Out the
You
gate we go.
You kind of like shove this gate open. It takes a little bit of force. You open it, and you all book it out into the street. The guards that run the city are different than the knights around from the capital, right? Most of the guards are looking at you just confusion as to why you're running down the street in the middle of the night. The knights, on the other hand, just kind of raise an eyebrow as if they've seen this shit before.
They're used to this kind of crap happening.
So
Why not?
you all
Light.
run out
I'm very, very
into the city. You're not sure if anybody that had entered the house had seen you leave, maybe through like the bottom floors. They looked back out. You didn't see that. You don't know if there was anybody left on the grounds that saw you, but definitely nobody on that balcony as you all disappear into Saris.
Yay, let's end there.
We are, as soon as we get back to the guild hall. So, are we all heading straight back?
That's the
Yes.
plan, yeah.
Okay.
We have our
No.
prisoner with us, tied
Yep,
up.
he's
From here.
riding on my back.
I stop at TGI Fridays for a $2 margarita.
So,
Let's do that scene. I want to take 25 minutes doing that.
yeah, dude. You all make it back to the guild hall. There aren't very many people here. Not very
What
many
is the
people
TGI
drinking.
Fridays? It's a
We're-
common store.
We're very early in the morning at this point. Charm wears off at this point. And Byral, just from your back, goes, "You charmed me."
Yeah.
Well, we had to make sure you'd cooperate.
Should we cudgel him to knock him unconscious again?
No. I am acquiescing.
I don't believe him. I think we beat him into unconsciousness.
And you all
Insight
make
check.
You all make it into the guild hall. Roll your insight.
16.
Yeah,
I'm not-
dude, he's acquiescing. He's down to be here and outside of
It's
that
fine,
shithole.
Gerda. It's fine.
I'm suspicious.
You all make it inside the guild hall. What would you like to do with him? Are you handing him over to the custody of the guild? Like, are you
I
just
kick him in the balls.
No, I want the same.
What's wrong with me?
I want the same desk lady. I want her to help me.
You come up and it is the same lady that's been here all day. You watch as she's kind of like tidying up and she's closed the book that's on her desk and she's put everything away. And
Hi,
she's getting
desk
ready-
lady. We have a
she's-
gift for you, and then I kick him in the balls.
Please tell me that you did not abduct someone unwillingly and bring them to the guild hall.
No.
No, he asked us to rescue
We actually
him.
rescued him, yes.
She
We
looks at-
rescued him,
She
but
looks
I
at
would
Byral.
still like
Give me-
if it's allowed. I would like to kick him in the balls.
Give me
Please
I'll
roll
hold
that
a knife
in
to
the
his
balls.
back while he
Please
gives
roll
his disposition.
intimidation for me. He looks at the guild lady. And
It was
you
12.
See,
It was a
you
12.
Okay, on a 12. You see him think for a second. And he's... Tilvius, with your like passive insight, you can tell he's getting ready to lie. As he looks back at Cirrus, and then thinks better of it as he gets kicked in the balls and goes, yeah, it was a rescue.
Please, señora. Por favor. Can we please talk to Kuram?
Okay. Would you like us to give him a room for the night?
A
We
room
could-
that he
Preferably
likes
now.
to keep him here. He's a witness and also somewhat of a participant in some very criminal things.
He's a person of interest and a flight risk. You should not let him leave.
Yeah,
You're-
he's a flight risk.
Are you taking him to your room, or are we holding him with the
Do you
guild?
have a prison?
No.
Yeah,
Well, we can throw him in a meeting room and shut the door.
Can you lock it from the
Magically?
outside? Yes, do that.
yeah. Let's.
He can be
take him
comfortable, but
into
he cannot
custody,
leave.
yes.
If you would follow me, then, as she heads him off towards that same meeting room that you met Chrome in earlier, and she beckons him inside, and then she looks at all of you and goes, if you would be so kind as to watch him for just a second, as she heads off, and she comes back carrying like a bundle of cloth that looks like blankets and maybe a pillow on top, as she opens back up the door and hands the bundle to him, shuts the door, and then you watch as she waves a hand over the knob, and arcane energy and laces over it, and then she looks back at you and goes, and is there anything else that I can help you with tonight?
Oh, I see you have
So-
the magical talent.
Yes, all guild clerks in Saris do.
I'm not familiar with Saris. If
I'm right
someone-
here.
If someone were Saris, not Cirrus, if someone were hoarding an army of monsters in the town, who should we tell?
The guild doesn't interact with the law side.
That's
of
why
Saris.
I asked.
Um,
I'm not familiar with this town. Who?
You could bring it up to any of the guard, and they'll raise the matter.
No, we can't go to a common guard. We have to go at least to a sergeant.
I'm aware there's a guard captain in town, and I'm aware there are lieutenants and sergeants, but unfortunately, I don't have personal connections.
I think we should wait for Chrome because again, we just
Where's that golden dragon guy?
A golden dragon.
Chrome.
Chrome.
Crom. Where's Crumbum?
The guildmaster should return on the morrow once the sands have turned.
It's
All right, we'll wait for him.
You watch, and there's only maybe a fourth of the sands missing at this point.
Yeah, I don't know how comfortable I am just leaving Vadir with all these in possession of all these monsters without letting anyone know about it. I'd like to tell some sort of authority figure
We have now
that if Vadir does do something with these things soon, at least we haven't kept it from anybody. At least people know about it.
Well, now that we have Beryl,
Close enough.
we can get more information out of him, hopefully without having to do anything immoral.
We have, I think, pretty much the information we need. I think we should tell someone.
Wait, why did we bring him back then? Why didn't we just murder him? Because he's fucking awful. He's a terrible person.
It's terrible.
Why did we save him?
he did nothing wrong.
Because he can be a witness against
wrong
Vadir.
voice of the DM. He was
He
the architect of the vile creations. He was proud of his horrible manifestations of abominations.
He is proof that Vadir was behind this. Otherwise, so that Vadir cannot deny everything.
Oh, so we're giving him a plea deal. He's fucking in the witness
Basically.
protection program now.
Basically, yes.
I hate that. Fucking Mark Cone.
So what would you like to do?
Jeez.
Now the sun or the veil light is starting to leak in.
It's after midnight. I want to go find a guard
Okay.
just out in town.
you kind of head back out into town, and you're on like that long strip. It's still very populated. There's still quite a few people coming around, coming off like the bar crawl, and you see plenty of guards. You go up to the nearest one. He's wearing that same kind of like leather jerkin and the little helmet over him with the little plumage out in front that's kind of short and just above the head. And he looks at you and goes, how can I help?
I'm not sure who to tell this to, but we work for the guild. We were on an assignment for the guild master, and we've discovered some very disturbing things about Count Vadir hoarding an army of monsters.
You watch as there's a pause, and he just kind of stares at you, and he blinks a few times. What?
He apparently kidnapped a mage named not important. He kidnapped a mage to create chimera stitched together monsters. Here,
I'm not
and
there,
I'll-
but I cannot believe you were telling all of this very critical information to this just total NPC.
yeah, I know. I don't know who else to tell it to. I'm not very worldly. I pull out the letter that I still have.
Okay.
No. There's no reason to even trust this guy.
He looks at you and looks at the letter, and this is?
This is a letter that Vadir wrote to the mage.
Well, this is important proof.
So who do I take this to?
Give it to me. I'll take it to my commander. And
Well, I have to go with you.
that's fine. And we are going to end. Keep in mind, Tilvius, this is going to take a significant amount of time. You will not sleep tonight.
That's fine.
Okay. Everybody else, Tilvius has disappeared to go tell someone. He does not come back after half an hour passes. What does everyone else do?
I
I'm gonna
fall
sit
asleep.
outside the room. I'm gonna
Same.
fall asleep against the door.
Same, exactly the same.
Okay. So everybody goes to bed.
I specifically find a small pond or perhaps a fountain that no one really passes by, and I sleep inside of that.
Hell yeah. Curled
I
up in
find
a
a small
fountain.
toilet that no one has used.
I fuck with it. Okay. So everybody goes to sleep. Most of you outside the door. That same guild lady will take pity on you all. Even Cirrus, as she begrudgingly throws blankets and kind of like straw matted pillows at you for the night, as she walks off and leaves the guild hall. Tilvius, you are dragged in the middle of the night as the veil light is starting to sleep in and the morning begins to a large tower that's towards like that same like entry area where you came into the city. And there you meet many guards, and we'll go over this next session as you explain the plot of this, kind of climbing the ranks one at a time as you explain in process to each
They're
like
this is
person
above my
more
pay grade, and they
more
pick it up.
important than the next as you're kind
Yeah.
of like, no, let me talk to your manager.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll end. Beautiful.
What a game.
Next session we will get into that, and also next session keep in mind there are 2 announcements that are supposed to happen, one
Yeah.
from the Duke of Ceres and one from the guy from the Empire. I will tell you that it is drastically going to shift like both how this campaign is run and the direction of it. So yeah, we'll do outros, and then we'll let people go. Hi, Tony.
Hi, good evening. My name is Tony. I played Rusati Tea Leaf, your mimic arm face smashing wizard, I guess. Great show tonight. That's all I got, Andy. Back to you.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. I played Tilvius the Centaur, who does not believe in killing people in their sleep, apparently.
Who knew?
Hi, Juge.
Hi, D&D Daddy. Did I do good?
You did great, man. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I will go to bed happy.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. I think we should have burned him alive in his bed.
Same.
Hell yeah. Hi, Amador.
Hi, my character took the Hippocratic Oath. I'm not obligated to harm anybody.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm Amador. I play games on other Thursdays, and I also play games on Tuesdays. Catch me there. Andy, I'm still waiting for my hedge clippers back. The bushes are growing. Please help.
They're on their way, my dude. I have been Dakota or Shiro. You can catch us back here on the first Thursday of November, is when next we'll be playing Unveiled. And also next week, we will be playing Weirdness. I think we're playing Weirdness next week.
Yeah, and there might only be 2 people playing next week. I don't know.
But it's gonna be great no matter what. We're gonna do amazing things. It's gonna be beautiful. Everybody have a wonderful week, a wonderful month, and enjoy yourself. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Vibe Tribe production. What's going to happen next time? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out. But until then, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, and as always, make sure that you keep the good times rolling. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.